Initiating System 1. System 1 loaded.
Wubble double dub dub, we're going to watch some Animal Crossing funness. Gotta check my audio. Wubbly doubly double do. Okay. Wobble double dibble dub. Okay, sorry, I was talking to Dan. We were talking about comic books. Right before Animal Crossing. We both woke up early to watch the Animal Crossing, so we just got distracted talking about things while we were waiting. Just finished talking about how I hated retcons. I hate when comics retcon things. Like, I understand when they retcon, like, a story that was just garbage, but I don't like it when they retcon things that were good. Like a story that's good and they just decided, oh yeah, we're done with it. We're just gonna retcon it and start like anew. Like it's just you're gonna throw it away and start like a whole new friggin' story and series and stuff and for that character. It's like why? Like DC didn't just retcon one thing. I think it was DC. We weren't talking about DC. We were talking about Marvel, but like I'm just bringing this up. Like DC, I'm pretty sure DC retconned a whole like their whole one of their universes, like the whole universe, just because like they wanted to change a few things for heroes and stuff. It's annoying when they do stuff like that. This is why when you go to start reading comics, it's so hard to find where to start at times because you don't care for every single one and well, you might if you're a big fan of certain characters and stuff, but like at the same time you never know where to go because there's so many different multiverses and stuff and some of the multiverses collide together and like it just becomes a giant mess. I'm streaming this, by the way, if you couldn't figure that out by the text thing at the bottom. Last time I streamed Smash. My brain actually just farted there. I streamed the Smash DLC, the fifth one, and I didn't have the chat under me, but there was a commenter that was talking to me, and I was responding back, but like no one on the stream or no one on YouTube could have saw it. So I was just like, oh, maybe next time when I do this, I should use the normal stream format where the text is at the bottom so you can see when someone's talking. And so here we are. Sorry, I'm just talking to Dan. I did one of those things. I did a thing where like I explained something to him, and then I then said this, or I then dumbed it down a bit, and then I dumbed it down even more as a joke. Uh, the issue with this stupid thing is, God. The issue with this stupid thing is, I'll have to refresh it like the moment it starts when it hits 9, because last time for the Smash thing, it didn't automatically start. I had to refresh it for it to start. Like it says it's live right now, but like for some reason the video itself didn't actually start until I refreshed it. Maybe I just conveniently refreshed it when it actually started. Who knows? But it was like a minute past when the stream was supposed to start. Mm. Do 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 do. Here we go, boys. Saw one of the comments. There we go. It actually started. Greetings, everyone watching our direct. I'm so very glad to welcome you all to the informational session. You see this year, March, the long-awaited deserted island getaway package. My company, Nuke Inc., has prepared a special movie occasion, Deep Dive. There's so much we want to share and had to divide into 3. Part 1, refresher, package. God, you're going too fast for me. Part 2 will cover future development plans, and Part 3 will answer frequent asked questions. So, without further ado, let's start. Part 1, yes. Don't you dare mess with me, you monster.
Deserted Island Getaway Package. This is one trip that we here at Nook Inc. can recommend with confidence. Your destination is a peaceful island where it's the little things that count. Like mingling with neighbors.
God, it looks so amazing.
Designing your home. And simply enjoying life. Since we're nearing departure, it's high time we detail the many features and perks included in the getaway package. Upon arrival at the local airport, you'll be met with a deserted island positively teeming with nature's bounty.
Oh, look at this water bug!
When applying for the getaway package, you can choose the island you wish to move to.
So now slapping my net on the water will actually be worth it now.
In the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere? Don't worry, no matter which you choose, you'll experience all that the 4 seasons have to offer.
Oh my God. That's awesome.
Your departure date is scheduled for March 20th. That's when the northern hemisphere will just be warming up for spring. You won't have to wait long for the cherry blossoms to be in full bloom.
Cherry blossoms.
Summertime
Oh, I love cicadas.
delights. You'll see a wealth of lush greenery, not to mention a veritable treasure trove of bugs native to the island. Come autumn, the color of the leaves on the trees will gradually change, and so too will the activities available to you, from collecting seeds and mushrooms to gathering autumn leaves. And in winter, the island transforms into a chilly snowscape. The usual winter activities are a jolly good time. And the night sky above is particularly spectacular this time of year. As you can see, when the seasons change, the activities available to you change along with them. But the simple joys of nature are just one reason that the island is such a great setting for your new life. Not long after your arrival, you and your fellow residents will receive an orientation session from the Nook Inc.
Oh, so you have like 2 residents when you start? They'll just be like waiting there for you.
At this time, you'll be provided with a tent included in your getaway package. You can chat with other residents about where you want to set up your new home base.
Oh, that's cool that they have an outline. I hated like friggin' how
If they're not
New
sure
Leaf
where
did
to
it.
move, please help them find the perfect place for their new lives as well.
Cause New Leaf just asks you to like
Agree that cooperation between residents can be pretty fun.
Tom Nook will walk around with you and you
Although
just
you're
like
moving to a
suggest
deserted
areas to
island,
him.
You're still getting a package
It's weird.
deal.
I've
On
seen
the
it.
island, we've included 2 facilities to make your life there more comfortable. Visit this tent in the plaza to
Also, there was a
access
different tent that the
resident
girl put down
services,
at one
which is
point.
here to support all of your
Like, there's
daily
so much.
needs.
God,
It's
slow down,
open
please.
24 hours a day,
But
providing
right.
residents with services such as the sale of everyday goods,
I want to talk about stuff, but at the same time, I want to
purchase of
keep
unwanted
listening.
items, and helpful advice about living deserted island. And by attending our free DIY workshops, you'll learn how to craft a variety of items. First, just learn the DIY recipe. Then, choose what to make. And there you have it. It's ready. As you can see, with enough recipes and the right materials, you can build a plethora of wonderful things, even on a deserted island. You'll enrich your life with your own hands. Are you experienced with DIY crafting? Well then, stop by our customization workshop, where you can learn skills like changing the color of your DIY furniture or decorating them with your own custom designs.
That is awesome. I'm getting distracted a bit here. That is awesome.
Vital importance on the deserted island. It's our wish that you learn these DIY skills by taking advantage of our workshops. Welcome to the airport, where you'll first land on the island. It's also available for use year-round, 24 hours a day, beginning the day after your arrival. At the airport, you can use the internet or local wireless to invite residents of other islands to yours. And you can also travel to and visit other islands yourself. In this way, up to 8 people, including you,
I'm getting distracted talking to Dan again.
island at one time. Feel free to get a good group together and make some memories.
Can I have my villager like sitting in a chair and
The airport
drinking
is
tea?
more than trips through the sky. It also offers an in-game postal service, allowing you to send messages. Feel free
Well, that's
to use
neat.
this service to interact with other residents.
They already do that before though.
First time living somewhere
It's not
so
new.
remote, on a deserted island, no less. Don't worry. Here are 3 big
It's
goals
here
to
for
help
you.
support
No,
you.
they're here to take your
Immerse
money.
yourself with your new surroundings.
That's their only goal, is to
You're
take every
starting a new
single
life. So
bell
in
I have in
addition
my
to your
pocket.
tent, Nook Inc. will provide some basic necessities.
Sniff,
as
sniff,
well as
sniff, sniff.
services.
Is that a bell you
Don't need
have?
to worry.
Mine.
Of these, the true standout is your specially built Nook phone. It has the standard apps like a camera and map, but over time, we will provide new applications to support all your deserted island needs.
It says it has a map. Do I have to open the phone every time I want to use the damn map? Because that kind of sounds annoying. Open the phone, then navigate to the map, press it, and then look at it for a quick second. Like, I'm hoping there's a quick button for the map. Oh wait, no, they have a mini map in the corner, didn't they?
Since this is likely your
I
first
won't be
time
able to
on a
tell
deserted island,
until when they
you will
show
learn
gameplay again.
guidance and inspiration through the Nook Mileage program.
Well, this gameplay's not showing anything.
Great for when you're looking to participate in some
I swear
activities
that there was a
and
trailer where
some
they showed like a
promotions.
mini map in the corner.
And as you have these experiences, you'll build up miles, like so. The miles you save up can be used to pay off the cost of the getaway package, and they can eventually be exchanged for in-game rewards at the Nook Stop Terminal
Excuse me.
and Residence Services. Rewards range from in-game Nook Inc. merchandise to helpful items that can enrich your time on the island.
Yeah, let's put a Nook shirt on so we can just show off how much he owns us more.
Every day,
That's
try
cool.
collecting miles
I like
using
that
the
wheel.
Nook
What's up with the
Mileage
fan?
program.
It's just a fan to fan yourself.
Nook Inc. is here for you, but remember, the island is very much deserted. And so, we'd like to take this opportunity to talk about some possible hitches you might encounter and their solutions. This is one nature-rich island. It's possible that you could encounter dangerous insects such as wasps or scorpions. If you get stung, you may end up somewhat irritated. or worse.
What?
Should
There's
you come
worse?
across one you don't think you can catch, try not to push your luck and consider retreat.
I've only seen the face.
Symptoms can
I didn't know
be
you could get worse. Was that?
available at
Is that
resident
new?
services. And we recommend keeping some on you, just in case. Nighttime on the
Yeah, but it
island
takes up
can get a
inventory
little
space.
dark. You're on your own, and you never know what creatures might be lurking out there.
Oh my God, there's
Plan on
ghosts.
taking a late night stroll.
Ah!
The getaway package promises a little adventure.
Ghostbusters!
So, if you think about it, this is actually a plus.
Oh, he's in the game though. They
You'll
that's a
be
confirm.
surrounded
I
by
made a
islands
joke,
at
but I
sea, which
completely
means
glossed
you
over
might
that
come
being a
across
confirm of
rescue
the
weapons
spirit
from
being
time
in
to
there.
time.
What was his name?
Rescue is simple.
Wisp?
First, give 'em a
Gulliver?
fire to make sure they're doing okay. Then keep them company until they wake up. Please offer all the support you can. They're relying on you to make it home.
Just, in other words, just keep talking to him until he wakes up.
Although your Nook phone has a map application, it's
Why is he always on the shore? Like, what's happening to him every time he keeps landing on shore?
In situations like these, it's best not to panic.
He should
Instead,
stop
set
being
your
on a
minds
ship
to
if he's just gonna keep
service.
crashing into a shore.
You'll be transported somewhere cozier.
Isabel?
next time.
Wait, what?
Given
It's
the
like a
services we've
teleporting
introduced
thing.
So far, there should be plenty to enjoy on the island already. But if you want your in-game life to be even more comfortable, we will offer a number of optional extras. Does the environment seem a bit rough? Do you need a little more space for all your stuff? If you said yes to either of these questions, then we have an option for you: building a house. The loan has no deadline.
Oh, here's the
Assessment.
ripping the bells out of your pocket
Without
thing.
applying for one, you can pay it back at your own pace. A house offers so much more space than the tent you'll start with, and also has its own storage spaces capable of holding any furniture and baggage you're not displaying. That way, everything's nice and tidy. You get to be your very own interior designer, setting up the walls and flooring however you like. Really get the most out of living there. We've made it easy for you to change patterns at any time. As you can see here, we do some of the heavy lifting, freeing you up to focus on redecorating while viewing the room as a whole.
That is awesome! I like
If you
that.
own a house, we can also offer you
That's just such a nice
additional
touch.
extension and remodeling services. Whatever your situation, we have appropriate plans available.
I'm sorry, but
So
like
please don't
that,
hesitate to ask us
being
about
able to like move your crap around like in like a better view and stuff, and like controlling it that way. Ah, that was one thing I liked about Pocket Camp. One thing.
rewards, including Nook Miles tickets.
It's just much more easier to like get that kind of view and do it that way.
The destination of these tours differs each time.
Having your character like slowly drag things around and move it and turn it is just annoying.
Mystery
Especially when it gets like caught on things.
These far-off destinations are small deserted islands full of trees and flowers.
Ooh.
Of course, you can take many items back home with you, whether it's DIY materials or creatures. It's a nice change of atmosphere, and you may experience some unexpected encounters. We're certain these tours will prove to be one of our most popular services, leading to many repeat customers. Why not give it a try? With our package plan, up to 8 people can live on one island. One optional extra provided only to those islands with multiple.
I'm getting distracted by
residents is
Dan
called
again.
Party
We're just
Plan.
talking.
With this way to play, you can call
Did I
up
just see a
friends
spider he
who live on the
messaged?
same island as you, or
Did I just see a
even
spider with
others
like a surprise face?
exploring the island together at the same time. Whoever calls the others is the leader, making the others the followers. They can follow the leader around. That way, everyone can spend time together.
Nice.
You can
Pin on a
see
hay bale.
It's easy to change out the assigned leader. That way, followers can quickly take turns doing what they want to do, even if it's just a little shopping.
Okay, so it would have been neat if they did like split screen, not like split screen
Other items found by
where it's
followers.
forced, because that would have kind of got annoying. This like being together view is really nice.
Please make
If
sure
they
to stop by and
they
pick
could have
it up
done like
later.
they could have done like a split screen kind of thing with that the Lego games added in later. In like the later Lego games, where if you walk away from someone too far, it would turn into a split screen.
For real-world smart devices. It's called Nook Link. As an example,
So then
this
you
service
would
lets
be able to like
scan
do
QR
stuff
code
and not have to
images
hang
custom
around the
design.
person.
With such a tool, you can use your smartphone's camera function to scan the QR codes of custom designs created in the Animal Crossing New Leaf or Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer games, and then download them via Nook Link. When connected online, you can talk with owners of Animal Crossing New Horizons and the Nintendo Switch online smartphone app using your smartphone as a keyboard or for voice chat.
Yeah, no voice chat, please.
Nook Link is planned to launch
Best
in
friend.
March of 2020, soon after the scheduled departure, included in your deserted island getaway package. We hope you'll
Another
enhance your
app you want me to
experience
download
with
onto my phone to take up space. That you've seen part 1. That was only part 1. I thought it was showing a few other things there, but that's only part 1.
With the getaway package, you'll really get that deserted island bang for your buck, especially with only a couple of neighbors for company at the start. But our hope is to eventually invite more residents and develop the island into a bustling community.
Look at Kari on that chair.
For this reason, we're planning to invite more animal residents to come live here. That said, we don't want you to feel like we're inviting others into your space carelessly. As such, we've secured this land in advance. And in some cases, you may be able to invite some residents yourself. But we won't stop there. We're also planning to
Did they
build
say you
some
can
facilities on the island.
choose where your villagers live?
Include a
I wasn't
museum
paying attention again.
showcasing the rich ecosystem
I
of the
like-
island.
I like that. That looks. Oh my god, the museum looks awesome.
Full of ready-made furniture and goods you can't
And this
find
was something Dan
yourself.
was complaining about at the start of this. He wanted more ways to use the bells, but there you go.
Clothing and fashion items,
He just got it.
and a campsite where you can invite guests for recreational purposes. We're hoping to enrich our residents' lives and foster a sophisticated culture on the island by gradually adding shops and facilities. With a little help from some connections, our
Maybe I should just start
city
reading what Dan's saying.
The Resident Services Center is only a simple tent now, but we plan to eventually expand this tent into a proper building. We will also continue to
First thing he said was, "Here we go."
which is one of
Next
the
thing he
main
said, "Kinda wish
highlights of
bells
the
were
We
more
can and
important."
will
Then he
also
said,
expand or remodel your house,
"That's awesome."
providing
Well,
living
there we
services
go.
for your house or local
Which
facilities.
is based off the house thing, because he just saw the house thing. Okay, I'm super excited. TMI wanted a house to upgrade. Then he said, "Did I just see a spider?" Then he said, "Nook is cute. Also, what will happen to Rossetti?" Then he said, "Looks like Cass," which was the bird. And then, for activities, I get you. Insinuating things. He just said, "Now, are we paying for upgrades around the island?"
First of all, tourists are always welcome. In these cultural exchanges, we can show visitors what makes our island so special, while simultaneously learning about customs we aren't familiar with.
Oh my god! The frig?
Actively accepting
What the frig?
traveling merchants who can offer up
Just
items
pulled out a
not
wand.
listed on the island.
I wonder if he's gonna comment on that.
And eventually, we will host a variety of events.
I'm gonna have to watch
for
this a second time.
such as fishing tourneys
Because I got distracted. I missed a few
and
things.
at the plaza in front
Oh my
of
God.
Resident Services.
Hello, Flick.
Free updates. We plan to introduce special events with seasonal guests and more.
Sweet.
We
Kinda hope we either have to get the stuff to upgrade it or pay for it.
We're sure you'll agree that starting over on a deserted island is already an attractive proposition. But here at Nook Inc., we really want our residents to create a one-of-a-kind island that they're proud to call their home. To help you develop such a place and realize your creative vision, we're able to offer you a range of additional services.
Why did he have like a...
These include
Did he use that to
ways
get up the
help
mountain,
you
the ladder? I didn't even
residents
look!
get from
God
point
damn
A
it!
to point B.
Ugh.
By
You can make
building
stairs.
bridges and slopes, you'll be able to comfortably walk around the island without relying on handmade tools like vaulting poles and ladders.
That is cool though.
And once the island is fully
Get so
built out,
frustrated that I'm
we'll
like
provide you
getting
with a
distracted.
permit.
What's this? Oh my god! What is this?
You can use it to freely pave your own paths.
Oh, it's the path thing!
In
Ah!
addition, we can also provide you with a permit that allows you to undergo major construction on the terrain itself,
Are you serious?
including rivers,
That's amazing!
with
Oh my god!
maintenance and construction permits. You can flex your creative muscle across the island. Make the most of them to make your island your
Oh my
dream
god,
home.
people are gonna lose hours in this game. Just making their island perfect to the
As you
T.
see Today, the Deserted Island Getaway Package offers you a wild
Dan just
new life
said, no,
surrounded
missed
by
it,
nature
and
that
are,
is
oh, I
made
said,
to
did you
last.
see the wand? And are we upgrading the other 10 two houses? I am loving this stuff, making my own fucking island, he just said. I just swore. I don't want to swear on,
The
like,
choice is yours.
this Nintendo thing, but I had to read his thing.
What kind of life
with
do you
emphasis.
want to live?
Oh my god! Happy birthday!
The Deserted Island Getaway Package.
Jesus Christ!
Your departure is
Pop.
on track for March 20th of 2020.
God, they're allowing you to like fully customize your island now. That's awesome.
On the island.
Maybe they learned so much from the people hacking and hacking and changing their saves in a way where they could have whatever the hell they wanted. They're like, okay, maybe we should just give them that option. Make the move. Others might still be thinking it over. I hope all of you use the time until your getaway package flights begin. Imagine your life would be. Finally, I'm sure many of you still have questions. I have intense. My staff is compelled. FQ and FAQ. Let's take a look.
Can I play the game
I can
together
see
with my
the
family
destroying
with
the
Super
landscape
Nintendo
thing
Switch
being a
system?
problem with siblings.
With one
Oh,
Nintendo Switch system in the game, up to 8 people in your family can live on one shared island. The maximum number of residents for an island is 8. Each user can register one resident.
This is why Dan's making that statement, because I said to him, like, siblings who have to share are probably going to fight because their islands are probably going to get messed up because of younger siblings that they have to share with.
Yes, the game supports
And that's what Dan just made, and yeah, I can see that more now. Like, you could just destroy the whole island. A younger sibling could just go freaking ape shit and just...
You can also invite these familiar faces to Photopia, an island that exists someplace out there where you can
Oh my
post
God.
models and creative photo shoots. We
Oh
hope
my
to add
God.
Additional characters in the future. information about visiting friends? While visiting other islands online, you can communicate with friends or players not registered as friends using temporary passwords. These features can be restricted via parental controls. In order to protect the environment of your island, some tools like axes and shovels are forbidden in visits with friends. However, friends who are registered as best friends can use these tools. It's no problem.
That is not. That's
interacting with your closest
that's
friends.
smart.
What if I lose my save data? Animal Crossing New Horizons does not support the Save Data Cloud feature. However, we're planning to offer a service for recovering backed up save data from the server in certain circumstances, such as console damage or loss. Will there be a special theme
How,
system
though?
to go along with the game? Yes. A special edition Animal Crossing theme system will be released on March 13th, a week before the game launches. A separate matching carrying case will be available the same day. Nook Inc. supervised the console design for your playing pleasure. Will there be any free
Dan just said
updates after
June's in there.
launch?
June's my favorite Animal Crossing
Yes.
character. I didn't even
We
see her.
offer free updates after the game launches, and we'll continue to provide.
I
free
miss
support
June. Where was
throughout the
she?
year. The first free update will be on launch day, March 20th.
June's my
Following this
girl.
update, you can celebrate Bunny Day with a special event in April.
Like my whole island
Also,
should just be
we're
for me and
planning
her.
to roll out a
Oh, yes.
special offer for both Animal Crossing Pocket Camp and Animal Crossing
Oh,
New
it's the little
Horizons.
Pachinko
You
machine.
receive special
Or whatever
items
it's
in each.
thing. The rolling machine. Slot machine. Whatever it is.
Details will be announced at a later date from the official Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Twitter account, so stay tuned.
I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch this. I missed too much crap. There's probably like little nooks and crannies that like would have been so interesting to me that I just completely missed. I missed blank. Sorry, my brain's just like forward to meeting. I missed something. I missed crap too, but they support amiibos or whatever it is called, and you said she has a card. Oh, god damn it. He said that it supports amiibo. That's why he's saying that June's probably gonna be in it. So I said, oh man, that card is going for like 30 bucks on eBay, so no June for me. That's way too much for a freaking tiny little card that you'll scan once just to get the character in your island. Like, I expected they were gonna have amiibo support, but I'm really hoping like you could still get June without the damn card. Okay, so I'm gonna rewatch that. Can I go to Nintendo's thing and... I was experiencing this whole experience with Dan, so it kind of like... I really wanted to... I really wanted to like experience... I wanted to read and experience it with him, so that's why I kept looking down at the thing. This was an hour long. Roughly 25 minutes, and it turned out... Oh, mate... How long was the first, like, part? Oh, okay, yeah. They had this thing running for, like, the first half an hour. Okay, I might skip around. But, yeah, I'm just gonna rewatch it. Greetings. Let's just get through this. I don't care to read it again. Company has appeared, special movie. When he said deep dive, I thought he was going to start talking about like water stuff, like diving in the water. I was like, I don't need to know. Like, is that what this direct's about? Just diving in the water? Because I did have that in like one of the Animal Crossings. Like, wasn't it New Leaf? No, that was the swimsuit, which you could dive into the water when wearing the swimsuit. But still something. I was like, oh, is it gonna have like underwater aspects? Dan liked that bird that looked like Cassie, says.
Thank you for choosing the Nook Inc. Deserted Island Getaway Package. This is one trip that we here at Nook Inc. can recommend with confidence. Your destination is a peaceful island where it's the little things
God,
that
this
count.
is a basic. I love it. It's a good thing that I got my initial reactions for like the breaking down stuff and construction
Design your
work,
home.
because that I think that was like the biggest
And
announcement
simply
for me.
enjoy life. Since we're nearing
I just like
departure,
looking at it, all this
it's
stuff.
time we detail the many features and perks included in the getaway package.
I feel like it's a bit blurry at times though. I don't know, like
Upon arrival at the local airport, you'll be met with a deserted island positively teeming with nature's bounty. When applying for the getaway package, you can choose the island you wish to move to from a wide range of options.
but yeah, the wide range. You get 4 options. Yeah, the 4 options will vary from player to player, but like at the same time, you get those 4 options.
You can choose the island.
There's no button here that says, "Oh, show me 4 different maps." Like it's just these 4 options. But yeah, it doesn't even matter because you get to change it. Later down the line, you'll get to change it. You'll get to customize it.
Would you like to live in the northern hemisphere?
The thing is, like, how much are you gonna be able to cut? Like, after they said that it's, then we'll get to the point, so I shouldn't be asking. But like, I'm pretty sure they said that later in the game you'll eventually get the ability to construction work, right? So, but what do they mean later in the game? Because if you wait too long, you'll have like buildings in places and stuff, and you won't be able to customize the terrain near those buildings. Because it won't make sense. So like, it won't make sense. So there'd be like nothing for you to like be able, like yeah. So like, if you didn't like a certain area near a building, if you put the building down there, it's too late.
Or the southern hemisphere? Don't worry, no matter which you choose,
You'll be like, obviously, well, don't put the building there, but sometimes you just don't know until from like later. Like later, you start to put things down and you start to realize, oh, this doesn't look how I thought it would, and you want to move it, and it's like, oh, well, it's just now that there's nothing you can do.
all that the Four Seasons have to offer, right from your island. Your departure date is scheduled for March 20th. That's when the northern hemisphere will just be warming up for spring. You won't have to wait long for the cherry.
Look at the cherry
blossoms to be in
blossoms.
full bloom.
Love it.
Summertime brings its own share of delights.
Look at that
See a
flamingo.
wealth of lush greenery, not to mention a veritable treasure trove of bugs native to the island. Come autumn, the color of the leaves on the trees will gradually change, and so too will the activities available to you.
She's got a little
From
backpack
collecting
on.
seeds and mushrooms
I wonder if
to
backpack
gathering
affects like your
autumn
storage. Like if you can actually get more storage with a
leaves.
backpack.
In winter, the island
Equipped.
transforms into a chilly snowscape. The usual winter activities are a jolly good
Monkey's
time.
holding a donut. The monkey's holding a donut.
Bob is for
The monkey's holding a donut. We hit the jackpot, boys. The monkey is holding a donut. Buy it. Buy the game. Don't need to see anything else.
particularly spectacular. this
Got a little
time of
star
year.
backpack. Not reading Dan's messages does allow me to see all these little minor things. Dan asked what pack was her card in, and I just said I think they sold them in those random bag things, like how you get Pokemon cards. I don't know. I've never. He said, yes, what pack though? And then I said, I don't know, I don't have a 3DS, so I had no reason to buy them. I just remember seeing it on like eBay for like 30 bucks or something, so I'm assuming they stopped selling the cards, and after they stopped selling the cards, the people put up the price on separate the single cards that you might want for a certain animal, they put up the price on eBay. Because I remember looking up June to see like, because when I assumed that they were gonna use Amiibo in this game, I was like, okay, wait, but didn't June have one of those freaking stupid cards for the 3DS? So I was like, oh man, now I'm gonna have to look this up. And I saw that the card was going for like about 30 bucks or around 25 bucks on eBay, and I was just like, that's not good. If she's not in New Horizons, like just naturally in the game, and you have to use one of these stupid cards, I'm gonna have to pay like 30 to 25 bucks or 25 to 30 bucks just to get a card to put her into my game, and that doesn't sound fun. The game alone is like 80 bucks. So it's like, oh, you have to spend an extra 20 something bucks just to get one character that you want into your game. She is my favorite villager, so it is a big deal to me. But it's so annoying that some of them are behind paywall or something like that. It's like, come on, why didn't they just in the game? Like, it's already hard enough to get the villagers you want in the normal game, but now you're making it like, oh, if you want these particular ones, you have to pay extra money to get them. They're essentially DLC, physical DLC. Oh, I forgot to send one more thing to Dan. I just sent him the monkey is holding a donut in all caps. He's not gonna know what's going on with that, but I had to. The monkey's holding a donut! Like, I saw the animals holding books under trees while they sit under trees and stuff, but like, the monkey was holding a donut. I made this statement, I made this like, idea, a statement before. I don't think it was recorded on any of the videos for this. Maybe it was just a conversation with someone. I don't know. I can't remember everything I talk about, but there was an idea that I had where they should have in Animal Crossing. They should have like your character give your character the abilities to do stuff while they're like sitting, like emotes or something like that. So like, your character could sit there drinking tea or holding a book and reading a book. Like, just give them something so they're not just sitting like. Freaking. Ugh. Okay, sorry. My foot got caught on the stupid cord for the mic. It didn't pull out, which is good, but still. God damn it. It just auto-corrected. I said I would try to say I'm rewatching the direct, but then it came out as I'm researching the direct. My idea was that, well, your character will sit on the chair and they'll just sort of like sit. They'll just sit like this on the chair. They'll just sort of stare or gaze off and sit in the chair. So I was thinking like maybe they should, since the animals now have like more things they can do, like they can sit under trees and read books and stuff, they should do that for your character. Like, I don't know, maybe like, I thought something elaborate, like maybe if you had like an end table or a table in front of your chair, an end table on the side or a table in front of your chair that had like a cup of tea on it. Your character, if you did like an action button, your character would lean over, grab the cup of tea, and then sit there and just continue to sip it in like a loop or something. But that kind of sounds elaborate and a lot to put into the game, so maybe they could also do it where like if your character's holding the item in their inventory, that if they're holding like a specific item in their inventory, so if they're holding a book or a cup of tea, they'll interact with it. And if they're holding multiple items that have interactions with, like a tea and a book, then they'll just pick one random and do it, right? And then if that's no good still, then they could just do it where the They could just do it where the character just randomly does it occasionally. They could do it so if you press the action button, they'll just randomly pull out a book. Even if they have the book or not, they'll just pull out a book and start reading it or something like that. Or, the other option, the last one, which I wouldn't prefer per se, is if you leave them idle. You know, like how Sonic in his game, if you leave him idle for too long, he just kind of taps his foot and looks at the screen because he's like bored. Your villager, if you leave them sitting and leave them idle, they'll just start to do something. One sec. It's just my father asking if I watched a trailer for Stargirl. No, I have not seen anything called Stargirl. But anyways, maybe it'll be a reaction video. He said he can't find her card on... God damn it. I'm trying to look up the card on, I'm trying to get a picture of the card on my phone, but like, my phone sucks at getting pictures, so I'm just gonna do it on here. Send it to him. Where did it save though? I didn't actually check, it just freaking clicked it. Oh, it's right there. It's on the desktop, cool. There. The other option was like Sonic, where he stands there and he starts tapping his foot when he's getting bored. You can have the villager sitting there, and if they sit there for too long, they'll start to do something like read a book. But the problem with this is, what if you touch the controller just a smidge? Will they stop doing it? Because usually that's what Sonic did. He would stop doing it after a while. Or like sometimes they'll do it for a sec, and then they'll just be like, okay, I'm done, and then put it away, and they'll just start sitting again. And the thing is, I was thinking like this would be good for like picture taking and stuff in the game, where like you'd have people making like an Instagram for their Animal Crossing character just because like they can get their Animal Crossing character to be sitting in the sun reading a book on a chair or something like that. And having them only do it when they're idle would be kind of annoying, because you'd have to wait for it, and then if you try to take a picture but then taking the picture, like if the picture didn't come out right, but after you press the picture button, it works, you get the picture, but then you didn't like the picture that you took, so you wanted to wait for like a different moment where they're doing something, like they're in a different frame or something, but it's too late, you press the button, the controller was touched, they're not doing it anymore. Like that, there'd be issues with that, minor issues. Like this is a minor thing. But yeah, I just feel like it'd be neat if they had like, because I was saying I was just thinking like, when you're sitting on a chair, you don't really press any buttons, so it's not like they need any of the buttons to do anything else. So when you're sitting on a chair, they could have like one of the buttons be like an action button, where your character will, if you press it, the character will start to do like an emote or something on the chair. Like they'll do a little action on the chair, and they'll just sit there and like read a book or something. And it'd be kind of nice. It'd be good for like picture taking and stuff. It'd just be a nice little touch in the game. It's a minor thing, but like this is Animal Crossing. It's like a slice of life type game. So it makes sense to add something like that into this game. Like other games, most games, it just sounds like a useless add-on that would be kind of meaningless to the game. But like Animal Crossing, that's the whole point of Animal Crossing. It's just like little minor things, like building a nice looking house, a nice looking virtual house, making a garden, hanging out with your animal friends. Like that's what the game is about. So it makes sense to have like these little emotes. I just sent them the pic. The pic was like the pic. This is her card. And it says 3 on it. Dan said that 3 is DJKK, so I just told him those are the normal cards for free stuff. This card is a special card made for New Leaf to get certain villagers on your island. And then he just said, I see. Because we're still talking about the card thing. Seeing if, like, June is available so I can buy her and get her in the game. Like, the card shouldn't be that much. Oh, naturally they probably aren't that much. I don't know. I just saw the eBay price. June Animal Crossing June card. I found her on the site right on. Dan said he was looking at the site, looking through the cards, and he couldn't find it. I found her on the site. She is the Welcome Amiibo series card. She's the Welcome Amiibo series. I'll just say Welcome Amiibo series. Well, let's hope you can get her normally and the card will just spawn her in, so card would just be a fast way. Yeah, I'm hoping that. Like, I'm completely fine with the card just being like a fast way and you can just get her naturally. Like, that would be much better. That'd be the more ideal way of doing it. Yeah, but the problem is this site doesn't seem to be buy now. Okay, I'm assuming all the cards have the same price, so I just need to see like one. I just need to see like I'm on the site. Okay, I'm on the site. I'm on the site, the Nintendo site, looking at these amiibo cards, and there's the Welcome Amiibo series, then there's the 1 to 4 Amiibo card series. You click buy, it brings down like this tab. I could possibly show you guys. I don't even need to explain this. Let me just open this up. I'm sorry, like, if you're getting bored of this. I've already done like my initial reactions. Yes, I missed some things, but I already done my initial reactions, my first time reactions. So if you're done watching this, you could just leave. It's completely fine. And most people would have only been here for the reactions anyways. Google. Okay, here we go. Doesn't matter, it doesn't need to be perfect. I just need to show you this. Okay, so this. So you click this. Okay, so you're on this page. That's my wish list, but I don't actually have anything on the wish list because I don't use this. But yeah, you have this page. This page with all the amiibos. There's June. And then you click buy. Now, I was like, okay, interesting. Available 12/2. Pre-order at local things online. Yeah, okay, I see this. Click. Nothing! There is nothing there! So they're insinuating that it's not even being sold, which, like I said, if you want to buy these, you have to go like eBay and buy them for like 25 bucks. Like, look at this. And I click this. Still nothing. This, nothing. This. Fine. That one showed something. That one's got nothing. Why is it that Series 2 is showing stuff? But then like Series 4 doesn't have anything. Or 3. It's not even closing now. Yeah, there's like nothing there. What about US? What about US 2? US 2 has stuff. So, I thought that these were newer though. Also, now I need to know, like, does Series 2 have June in it? I doubt it. SKK. Oh, it has, like, some of, like, the... What the fuck? Doesn't have a fit. What happened to your face? What is going on? This one didn't. They forgot to draw the face. That is unsettling. The problem is these are like sold like Pokemon cards, which means you buy them randomly. Make that go away, so it'll have to keep. Oh, there's welfare, June. I'm sorry, but I just consider welfare, June. Sorry. I'm sure many people like her more, but I'm for June, all the way June. Yeah, she's not even in Series 2. This sucks. Hopefully, if the only way you can get her is with one of these cards, hopefully they start to resell the cards when the game comes out. Like, they'll start restocking the shelves and bringing out these cards again. Because it'd be kind of annoying if it was like, oh no, the only people that deserve to have her is the ones who bought the cards initially. It's like, excuse me? Like, hopefully they, if they are gonna make it so you only can get her with the cards, then they will add her with, they'll resell the cards and add her back again. Possible way to get her. Okay. I'm just gonna swipe that off. So I gotta stop seeing the light. Okay, so let's get back to this. But yeah, I completely, like, I got so distracted from like what I was talking about. The emotes thing, like, it'd just be a nice little slice of life thing to have. Like, I know again it's not gonna affect the game at all per se, but per SE. But it'd still be a nice little bonus to have that.
As you can see, when the seasons change, the activities available to you change along with them. You can see, when the seasons change,
That is a thing filled with fruit, but like physical fruit, and then it has a spout at the thing. Like, what is it? Is it gonna like shoot out the fruit through the spout? That's funny.
activities available
Weird.
to you change along with them.
Dan just asked, did you see her on rewatching? Immediately when I open my phone, I see that. Click. And I thought the monkey holding a donut was a big thing. She's sitting on the chair as he fishes. And there's giant seashells in this weird thing that looks like a mushroom head, but without, like, what is that? It's like a turtle shell or a mushroom head? Like, what the frig is that? This thing. You see my mouse on it? Yeah, this thing. She's just sitting on the chair, though! She's just relaxing, having a nap! Oh my god! Ah! That confirms she's in the game, but it doesn't confirm if you get her, like, randomly. But the fact that she's in the game alone just is nice to see. I sent him, like, the picture. Ah. I was just telling Dan the moment he asked how I was making the scene on video. Like, I was getting all hyper and stuff. But oh my god. Another thing I want to say now, I don't know if they confirmed this in the video because again I was kind of distracted, I wasn't paying attention. In there they did say it, like we do already know that Pocket Camp is influencing a few things in this game, and people are like, okay, please, there's a few things in Pocket Camp that I would be okay with seeing in this game, but please, please, whatever you do, don't add microtransactions. But what I was thinking was please, please do add the ability to change the clothing of your animals, because that'd be nice. They have that in Pocket Camp. You can actually just straight up, like, if you have like extra clothing that you're not using and you'd like to use it, but you don't personally, you're not going to use it on your character, you can add it onto the villagers. You can customize the villagers and make them look the way you want them to look. I would like that to be in this game. That'd be awesome. Like, they did add that whole, like, I think Home Designer had it too, where you could, like, move the furniture around in, like, a better way. Like, instead of having your villager move it physically, you could move it yourself. They had that in Pocket Camp, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the Happy Home Designer had it too. They had like the moving around. I need to like stop looking at the messages because it's kind of getting me distracted and it's making this video longer than it should be. But personally, I would say compared to some of my other ones where I just sort of scanned a video and didn't really see anything beneficial and it just kind of dragged on, this one's a little bit more interesting because I actually did miss a lot of things watching this the first time, and now I'm seeing a bunch of things. Like, I did not see June. I remember this scene. I'm pretty sure I watched this scene, but I did not see June because I just wasn't paying a close attention to all this stuff. So, like, this doggo, I don't even know who that is. What the frig? He doesn't have eyes! Giant mushroom. A stack of books. A little tree on the table.
Joys of nature are just one reason that the
Look at that snowman! But yeah, this is interesting. It dropped a little bauble. Is that going to be for crafting? Like, if you want to craft your own Christmas tree, you have to use the bauble? I picked up the phone to check if Dan messaged. Even though I put it upside down so I would stop looking. I can't help it. It's just habit. When we're talking about stuff, I have a habit of, like, picking it up every so often to check if he messaged back. The ice bear.
great setting for your new life. Not long after your arrival, you and your
But yeah, you got like 2 animals when you start. They did like you did get a glimpse into this when they first showed the game, and like a direct. Because this part right here where they're talking to you, you had the 2 animals on the side, and some people are assuming that that mean like you could walk around with animals, like just have a pal following you around? Because they did do that in Pocket Camp. In Pocket Camp, I don't know why I picked up this phone. I played on that phone, but whatever. Pocket Camp, now with one of the microtransactions that you can buy, you can have a little buddy that will follow you around when you play. And when you're off, they will go and do like events for you. They'll pick up like occasionally they'll have events. And some of the events will be like catch a bunch of fish to get like stuff and all that. Those little buddies will do stuff for you while you're not playing. They'll catch fish for you and stuff. That's another thing I would like to see in this game, though. Now, I hate limited time things. I personally hate them in like online games and stuff. Like, oh, if you weren't there for the event the first time, you'll lose out on it. You don't get the item ever. Ever. I don't like that kind of crap. But if they wanted to add like those kind of special events to like that they have on Pocket Camp to this, that'd be interesting. I just hope that if they did do something like that after the event, like maybe a few months after the event is done, if they don't plan on redoing the event in the future, then just add the items in the game, the natural game. Like you could obtain the items in the natural game through an update. So be like, okay, well, we did have the event like months ago, but the people who missed out on the event, now you can just craft the items, or you can buy the items. The items might pop up in the store occasionally. Like, do something like that. Make it so it's not, their items are not limited. They're special when you first get, like, you can get them early, essentially. And again, if you plan on having the event again in the future, like next year, then hold it back. Don't do this idea. Don't put it in an update. Just leave it. Hold on to it. The next year around, do it again. But if you don't plan on doing it ever again, like if it was just a promotional event or something for like a new game or something like that, like they did one with Pokemon on Pocket Camp. If it's just a promotional event after, like maybe after the game gets released or just a few months later, update the game where the items are buyable in the game store. Not with real money, because again, microtransactions ew, but just add it into the game. Or maybe even if you want to be wild, I don't mind DLC as long as it's worthwhile, right? Like, microtransactions is completely different from DLC. Microtransactions is like, oh, if you want to get a few extra bells, why don't you pay this money to get a few extra bells? No! No! You're taking away the whole meaning of the game is to, like, work hard and get yourself in a higher place. I don't want you to just add a way to, like, freaking... Like, again, people just say, oh, well, then don't do it. It's like, no, but the fact that they added it, you're gonna have people that, like, just got the game, and are already, like, freaking, their town is already, like, wild with loads of stuff, littered with loads of stuff, because they used real money to get all of it. It's like, oh, I worked years for this, they just bought the game recently, already got all this stuff. Yeah, cool. Just defeats the purpose of the game. So don't do that. But if you want to add DLC where it adds a bunch of new stuff, like maybe a new villager, a new special villager, a bunch of new furniture and stuff, maybe a new area, like a new map area that you can, like, sail to or fly the plane to. If you want to do something like that, that's actually worthwhile. You could also possibly add like the old stuff like that were from an event. You could just throw that in there for fun. You could throw it into the DLC. So, like, oh, if you missed this event before, this will be a bonus thing with the DLC as well. Like, here you go. If you missed out on it, you get the DLC, and then you can get it in your game naturally, and you can buy it. That would be amazing. Dan said, ha ha ha, well, I don't think they would show villagers that you couldn't get without cards. Just gonna give them a thumbs up to that. You'd be surprised though. They could possibly have done that. Hopefully they didn't, because that would have been sleazy. But like, oh, look at these villagers that are in the game. Guess what? You can't actually get them unless you buy the card. Like, but the thing is, they didn't really straight up show her. They just glimpsed her, and I'm like kind of worried. Like, like it was her moment was like very short there. Like, she was like laying down, all missable at best. I'm skeptic and I'm a warrior, so.
At this time, you'll be provided with a tent included in your getaway package.
Bucks. So find a good place for a tent.
You want to set up your new home
Just
base.
put my tent here. Set up my tent.
And theirs.
You can! Yay! Yeah! You already know where I'm putting June. She's gonna be right next to me. She's gonna be my next door neighbor. Get up in the morning, walk over to her house, and just be like, hi! You wanna hang? Like, I'll literally make a pathway that just goes from my house, turns, and then goes straight to her door. And that's just like the routine that you're supposed to do. You're supposed to leave my house, go to her house, say hi. Like, even if you just even if you just want to say hi for the day, you just go say hi, and then you walk off and go do your dailies. Your daily routine. You go pick out the perfect spot for that tent I gave you.
Where to move. Please help them find them.
Sounds like you control everything thing in this too. You even get to choose where the villagers. I'm just gonna read what I'm typing to Dan so you guys have something to like listen to. Choose where the villagers' houses are. Dot. You already know where June's going to be on my island. Okay, so no, actually no, I won't say anything yet. I was gonna nitpick something, but we'll wait till we get back to that part and then I'll nitpick it. So get ready for a nitpick. It's a nitpick that everyone's been nitpicking, but mine's a little bit personal. So yeah, we'll wait till we get back. It's at like the Q&A, so we'll wait till we get back there and then I'll start nitpicking it when they bring it up. But yeah, let's just focus on the nice, the good, and the good is literally the game itself. Not the stupid options, not the stupid decisions that the company made. It's the game itself.
Perfect place for their new lives as well. Hopefully, you'll agree that cooperation between
Oh, okay, so that was what the custom tent was. It was her tent. It wasn't your tent. It was the villager's tent with the sign and stuff. I didn't even see the sign. Like I just saw a blue tent when I quickly looked up and I was like, "Wait, can you have like custom tents?" Cuz personally that'd be cool, but like it doesn't make sense because the first thing you want to do is upgrade into a normal house. So changing the tent would be kind of meaningless. Like, okay, sure, you can have it for like the first few nights, but if you're taking too long. Next to you, I ship you. Dan said right next to you, I ship you, goddamn furry. That's funny. I love June though. She's awesome. She's my favorite villager. Top, hands down, hands down. Like you got like so many interesting villagers like Stitches, which is literally like a stitched up bear with like stitched eyes, but like this typical normal looking freaking cub is like my favorite. I think she is a cub, right? Well, there's like different animal types, right? And there's bear, which is usually like the big burly bears, but then the smaller bears in the game are cubs. They're the cub group, and then you got like dogs, cats, ducks, birds. I like Jay. Jay's cool too. It's just I don't connect with Jay because he's a sportsy guy, and I'm not a sportsy guy. I just like how he looks.
between residents can be pretty fun.
Also, but the funny thing is, I love June, but one of the things is weird about her is like her whole house is just filled with like hospital stuff. In like New Leaf, her whole house is just filled with hospital things. I'm pretty sure, like it was like a hospital wall. Like, yeah, can I just quickly see June's house for a second? One sec. Open new tab. June, Animal Crossing, house. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Look at this. Look at that! She got like a reception table. She got like a little desk right here. She got like a chair and a place where you can put your umbrellas, a phone, nice flower. Like, where does she sleep? She doesn't even have a bed. She just sleeps on the chair right next to the desk. No, she sleeps on the couch. That would be much more comfier. It's a little bit more room for her to lay down. But like, what is that house? June, I love you, but you need to like rethink your house options, man. You just gotta freaking. I should send this to Dan. I should send this to Dan. I'm gonna send this to Dan. Oh my god. I'm going to send this to Dan. I'm just gonna show him June's house, so he can question my life choices in favorites. So do we make the other buildings? Unknown. I'm still watching though. Or I'm still watching those, so I'll tell you if I find out. I'm gonna send him June's interior. Just the weirdest house. Like, I love her, but come on, June. You couldn't have been a little bit more creative than, oh, let's make hospital. It's so funny. It is such a funny house. That's her house in New Leaf. It's waiting room for a hospital. It's a waiting room for a hospital. Yeah, pretty much. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that she got a little bit of an upgrade for her house in New Horizons. It's not a big deal. It's not like it's not like you go into their house. Well, I don't personally. I don't go into their house that often because it's like waiting for that load time. No thanks. It's like I can most of them you'll see them walking around anyways, and unless I really have to go into their house to talk to them, like if I need to do something with them, I just leave it. I don't like to go into their house that much because the loading time is just not worth it. I like to be consistent. I like the consistent flow of just running around doing stuff with trees and all that. But when you have to like go to a new area and all that, you have to wait for the loading times. I don't like that. It kind of like destroys it for me a bit. Destroys the immersion, I guess you could say. But yeah. June's essentially a receptionist. If you wait what it I swear I need to see this for a sec. June. My search history is just June. Yeah, she's wearing like a tank top with like a nice flower. It's a white tank top with like a nice flower on it. She's got a flower in her hair. Yeah, I could see her as a receptionist. She does seem like the kindly like person you'd want to see behind a desk, like greeting you when you go to a hospital. Because you're going to a hospital because you're not feeling well or something, and it's like you don't want to deal with a crappy, moody receptionist. You want to deal with someone that looks super friendly and nice. You walk up and you see June. It's like, I feel 50% better right now. Like you've already cured my disease, essentially. And now I just got a cold.
Although you're moving to a deserted island, you're still getting a package deal. On the island, we've included 2 facilities to make your life there.
2 facilities. I like how that's just sitting in the water, but it's not actually in the water of the cube. Doesn't even make sense to have it in the middle of the water, but it's just how they had it. It was just a design choice, but it's funny. Or it's in the sky.
Visit this tent in the plaza to access Resident Services, which is here to support all of your daily needs. It's open 24 hours a day, providing residents with services such as the sale of everyday goods,
Okay, so
the purchase of unwanted items,
That's neat. I already knew about this, but like that is neat. Originally, you just if you left your thing on for too long, I'm wondering if people might exploit this. Like they just leave their game for like months and they don't feel obligated to come back at all because they're like, oh, who cares? I'll grow a bunch of weeds and make bank. But you also risk losing villagers. So if you have any villagers that you like, I would recommend not doing that. But at the same time, you could still keep coming on, just never touch the weeds. Just leave them. And as they grow in, you make bank. But yeah, that's neat. Because originally before, when you picked weeds, you just pick them off and throw them away. It was just a tedious task that you had to do to make your island look nice. But in this case, it's like, oh, they actually benefit now. You get bells for it. The other thing, though, speaking of speaking of the weeds, there is in New Leaf, as mayor, you can make like these weird you can make like these things that people have to follow, these rules. You have a choice between multiple rules, and one of them is like your island just stays beautiful. Like the flowers never die and the weeds never grow. And then I think one of them like doubles the selling stuff in the store. So like if an apple is like 100, it'd be 200 instead when you sell it. I hope they have something like that in this game. Like something like that where you can just choose one thing to affect your whole island. Cuz I like that aspect. I like that aspect of New Leaf. That was kind of a neat thing to throw in. Like you could essentially do the bells thing. Like at the start of the game you could do the bells like well, you had to become mayor first, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But yeah, when you were finally mayor, um, at the start, you could just do the bell one to get double bells, so you can like load up on bells and get like loads of upgrades for your house and stuff. And then when you felt comfortable with what you had, you could then turn on the weed whacker one and never have to deal with weeds. And your island would just always look good. You'd never have to water your flowers because they would always just be watered. And that would be awesome. It'd be perfect for like the large gardens because some people like I'm sure some people love going through each flower and watering them every day, but like some people just don't want to. And I'm one of them. I'm one of those people that just don't want to go through every single flower and water them. And since that's the case, I usually just have like one or two flowers near my house that I like, and I'll water them every day, and then that's it. Because I don't want to go through that whole process every freaking day. I don't want to go through the whole island just watering every plant that I think should stay there. So it'd be nice if they added that kind of feature into this game, so then you could just so for the people who don't want to like run around watering every freaking flower, they could just turn that option on, and then they'd feel more inclined to decorate their island with flowers because they would never lose their flowers anyways. It'd be nice.
And helpful advice about living on a deserted island. And by attending our free DIY workshops,
I do like the crafting.
craft a variety of items.
That was awesome that they added that. That was one of the features in PodCamp
First,
that was
just learn the DIY
worth adding into
recipe.
this.
Then choose what to make.
Wonder how much you'll be able to craft.
And
Like I hope it's a
there you go.
lot. I hope you like
It's
can
ready.
get. I hope you can just get distracted with crafting. Like you could just spend freaking over a year just freaking finding new crafting things and crafting new things and all that. I hope that it goes wild with crafting. Like I still like they do have the store still, and that's good too. Because what else would you use your bells on? But like, well, you'd use it on your house, but after that's upgraded, what else would you use it on, right? But crafting, I hope there's a lot to crafting as well. Because I want to be able to just constantly okay, tangent. I like Rust. The game Rust, but I don't like PvP. I like the PvE servers, as you might know from my live streams, because all my live streams have been PvE. One of my favorite things to do in Rust is just run around, collect resources, research new recipes, and craft things, and build a house and stuff. That is literally one of my favorite things. So you can tell that I'm an Animal Crossing fan from that friggin' thing, because that's literally Animal Crossing. That's literally Animal Crossing. Is you run around, you collect things, you build a house. Well, you pay off a house, then build the inside of the house. And yeah, that's literally Animal Crossing. And this is like the Rust version of Animal Crossing. So this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be spending so much hours in this. Cause that's one of the things with Rust is like I will say okay I'll be like okay I'm just gonna spend at least an hour on this. I'm just gonna go and spend an hour on this. So why not? And then next thing I know, it's like 5 hours later. I love it. I love it so much. I just love doing it. I get so hypnotized by doing like this tedious task. Like most people will be like, "Really? Really? You just like chopping down trees and building a house? Like, really?" Yes. Really. I enjoy that tedious task of chopping a tree and building a house. It's fun to me. And I'm not the only one. There are usually quite a few people on the server that I play. So I'm not the only one. But yeah, I'm just gonna get lost in this game.
As you can see, with enough recipes and the right materials, you can build a plethora of wonderful things, even on a deserted island.
I really like that
Enrich
too.
your life with your own hands.
God, it just every time I see something like this, like there's like a cat sign there. Every time I see this in this game, like all of these things outside just sitting around like all nicely and stuff, all organized, just blows my mind. I'm just like I can't wait. Just give me it now. Just give me this game now. Like I still haven't there's so many Switch games that I haven't played yet. Like big ones that I haven't played yet cuz I just couldn't afford them when they I didn't have the system when some of them first came out, and then ever since I just didn't have the money to buy them. But this game, I'm specifically saving up just for this game because it just hits that tick in my brain that just pleases me. Like it just like it's such tedious work, and it's essentially a chore, but yet I enjoy it so much. I get so lost in it. And the one thing I don't like the one thing I don't like about this game is that if you miss a day, if you don't come on until from like nighttime, then you miss out on like things that were happening during the morning, like if like the store closing. That was another one. That was another one on New Leaf. One of the other ones was you could change the store time. You could make it so stores were like, well, you couldn't have. The problem with this was you couldn't have multiple ones. You could only have one. So if you didn't want your weeds and flowers to die, you choose that one. But if you wanted the stores to open up early or late, you wanted the stores to close much later, be open longer through the night, then you choose that one. And that's actually a good mechanic, like having that option to like make sure, like, because if you're a night owl like me, that would be the best option to have, like just to keep the stores open at night. Personally, I'd like it if they brought that feature back, but made it so you can have multiple ones activated at a time. So not just one at a time, but like multiples. Maybe make it so you can't just pick whatever two you want. Make it so like certain two will be acceptable together. So like you'll have like the first one that will have a few like three or four rules that you can have on that one, and then you have the second one that have 3 or 4 different rules. So you can have one of those rules and one of these rules. So like the first one you can have like double bells or no weed. You can have double bells or no weeds and flowers never die, or something else, something else, and then on the other side you can have stores open up late, so night owl, villagers help around or something more often, or some stuff like that. Stuff like that. It'd be kind of neat to have something like that. But I don't even know how they'd implement it in the game. It made sense on New Leaf because you were the mayor, so you could actually make these rules. But in this game, I just don't know how that would work. But then again, you can literally cut out the land. You have full control of this version, so I would say you're essentially overlord now. So you should be allowed to make your rules. But yeah, I'd find it, or they could do a thing where it will adapt to the way you play. So if I go on mainly at nighttime, the stores will decide, okay, well, this player likes to be on more at night than day, so we'll change the store times to help him be able to use the store. So like he's always on at night, so the stores will be open night and closed during the day. That would be nice. But yeah, that was the one thing I hated. Like, I don't mind playing at night, like the game being dark and stuff. I don't mind that. It looks really nice. It looks beautiful with the stars and stuff. I don't mind that. It's just I hate that the stores are closed, so I can't. After I pick up all the fruit and stuff, I have to hold on to it until morning, and I have to try and remember to come on in the morning so I can sell them. It's so annoying. I hate it. So just like give me the store, make the stores open all the time. I think Tom Nook's store, or Timmy and Tommy's, or whatever, whoever owns the store now, I think if you upgrade their store over time, they do have longer store hours, but that's just them. What about the freaking clothing store and the hair salon and all of those? What about those? I still want to use those too.
Are you experienced with DIY crafting? Well then, stop by our customization workshop, where you can
This though, I missed this. I saw it for a quick glimpse, but like when I looked up, but this, what is this? What is that? That is, you need like paint. So you do need resources to do this. Paint color, bedding.
learn skills like changing the color of your DIY furniture or decorating, where you can learn skills
So you can-
like changing the color of your
You can change the actual bed color,
furniture or
and then you
decorating
can.
them with your
Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, this game has just consumed my life at this point. I swear to God, our channel, it's turned into an Animal Crossing channel now. Let's just only do Animal Crossing for the rest of our life. I'd never be able to do that. I would get saturation would get to me, and I would lose interest. But but still, you just wait. There will be loads of videos of this. Because I am so hyped for this. Oh my god, though. Like, oh my god. Can I just have Pikachu splurged all over my bed? Like I could be a obsessed Pikachu fan?
own custom designs.
Some of them won't work, though. That's the problem.
Custom design-
In my opinion, they won't work. Like that one looks weird. It's just a bunch of, like, if you could have, like, just the one, if you could change the design where the picture of the head is just on the top of the bed, and it's just one, and then the rest of it's just pink, that would be nicer. Like, if you just had, like, I was about to actually point, but with the mouse is on there, right? Yeah, I have to check again, but, yeah, this one right here, this middle one. Keep that one, take away all the other ones, and if you could do something like that, like, choose to not repeat it, that would be nice. Because sometimes when things repeat, like if you make like a nice design, the design might look nice, but when it repeats itself, it doesn't look that nice. Because it's like, it's just the same freaking design. I almost swore. I don't want to swear. I've gotten to the point where, like, lately I've gotten to the point where all the Nintendo Directs and stuff, I don't want to swear on them. And if I do swear, I replace it. I bleep it out on the video. I'm trying my best to not swear, because I just want to make this somewhat family friendly. There's a risk that with the whole YouTube issues, they might consider it too kid friendly, but I'm a grown man. Look at this beard. and Nintendo's for all ages, so you can't just say that this is for kids, okay? So bug off. I shouldn't have to swear just so I can insinuate that this isn't for kids, okay? So bug off. But yeah, some designs don't look as good. Like when you make them, they look amazing, but then when they repeat on like a shirt or something, it just doesn't look that good. And the worst part is when it stretches. Like you make the design, it looks amazing, but then when you put it on your character, the design stretches out. It's like, that's not how it looked when I made it. I don't like that, but maybe they fixed it in New Leaf. I haven't seen much like designing a New Leaf. That looks nice though. Like repeating on the pillows, perfect. That is perfect. That makes sense. Like you just bought the same pillow and with the same design. That makes sense. But with the bed sheet, it's just like, I don't know. The cup has it too. The cup, you can put the little design on the. You can say "world's best guy" on the cup or "world's best dad." You can make like little memes on the cup. Oh, that's so good. It's such a small minor thing, but it's awesome to have that.
Tools and furniture you need by hand.
That is the best.
On the deserted island.
See, again, the design's repeating on that stool, and it just kind of looks like a mess to me. Like if it just had the tree on the top and then the rest of it was just white, it would look a little bit nice. Maybe not too nice, but you shouldn't even be putting a design on a stool like that. Like that kind of design on a stool. You should be like putting like just a nice color pattern design, in my opinion. You're gonna just be sitting on it. You're not gonna really see it, but still. Well, actually, no. In Animal Crossing, most of your furniture is decoration. You don't necessarily use all the furniture you set down. You just mainly use it for decoration.
Wish that you learn these DIY
And then your villagers will tend to use it.
by taking advantage of our workshops.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. There's such a nice slice of like life thing to add to like give a little bit more touch to everything in your world.
Welcome to the airport, where you'll first land on the island. It's also available for use year-round, 24 hours a day, beginning the day after your arrival. At the airport, you can use the internet or local wireless to invite residents of other islands to yours.
But yeah, I guess they didn't say anything about choosing how the design worked, and I didn't see any option on that. I gotta go back for a sec. On this thing,
Well then, stop by our customization
kind of got
workshop.
distracted because I don't see any there is a customize button here, but I'm assuming that just means like, oh, do it. I'm done choosing my options. Go. Fix it. I'm assuming that's what that is, not like, oh yeah, customize this some more, because you already got the options here. So yeah, and I didn't see.
You can learn skills like changing the color of your DIY furniture or decorating them.
Yeah, I didn't see like an option to like choose if you wanted to repeat or not. I think it's just automatic repeating on some of the designs, on some of the things.
With your own custom.
Like this one did it. This one's good. I like the freaking couch. That is nice. But like some of them, I don't like the fact that it repeats.
Beginning the day after your
I've never liked that. I never liked it like on shirts and stuff in the old games. It had to repeat. Like I'm pretty sure New Leaf had like the option to. No. City Folk had it. City Folk had the option. I'm pretty sure City Folk had the option where you could like I can't. I played City Folk. How would I not remember? I can't. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you go up. If you go, you can make a design in the quick design maker. But like, if you go to the store, the clothing store, and talk to her, you can make a pro design, which allows you to customize like the sleeves and stuff separately. So you have that option for clothing, but do you have like a pro design for furniture?
arrival. At the airport, you can use the internet or local wireless to invite residents of other islands to yours.
Yeah, that's. I think that down there is just saying you have to pay for the online, which is understandable.
And you can also travel to and visit other islands yourself.
They can even use your crafting place.
This way, up to 8 people, including you, can be on a given island at one time. Feel free to get a good group together and make some memories. The airport is good for more than trips through the sky. It also offers an in-game postal service, allowing you to send messages. Feel free to use this service to interact with other residents.
Some of them had like dates on them. Interesting.
Feel free to use this service to
So they'll have like
interact with
special
other
ones for like
residents.
Easter and stuff. I was expecting them to say happy birthday
First time
on
you've
that,
been somewhere so remote,
because that
on a
balloons.
deserted island, no less? Don't worry. Here are 3 big ways we plan to support you in acquainting yourself with your new surroundings. You're starting a new life, so in addition to your tent, Nook Inc. will provide some basic necessities as well as services. No need to worry. Of these, the true standout is your specially built Nook phone. It has the standard apps like a camera.
You've
and
got
map,
mail.
But over time, we will provide new applications to support all your deserted island needs.
Yeah, like there's a custom design one that's probably
New
like
applications
the
to
basic
support
designing.
all your deserted
That's probably the basic design, possibly. But maybe they added the pro designing in there.
island needs.
Be interesting. What was the little helicopter?
New applications to support all your deserted island needs. At the start of each day, our CEO, Mr. Nook, will make an island-wide broadcast to all residents, complete with a greeting, the latest on important island events, deserted island life advice, and more.
Is it optional? I didn't even notice. I didn't see this last time I watched. Is this optional, or do you have to sit through this every time you load up the game? Like every day you load up the game? Because that kind of sounds annoying. Like if there's like minor things that you don't care about, or you already knew about, that you already knew was coming up, you're just sitting there pressing the button super fast to skip it. Like, is this an optional thing, or because that was what the billboard was for, man? The billboard was for like if you're really interested in new things that are coming up, you go and check the billboard. Why do I have to sit through an island broadcast that I can't skip? Well, necessarily. Maybe you can skip it, but you also could just tap the button really fast. But that's not necessarily skipping. That's just going through it quicker.
Latest on important island events.
Like, it's a neat little thing. It's a neat little thing to add, but like, not if it forces you to sit through it every single time you load up the game every day. Like, if it's an optional thing, like if there's like a way to turn it off and stop it from happening, that'd be nice.
Deserted island life advice and more.
Because I'd probably use it for the first few like playthroughs of it. Like first maybe like a month or more than a month to see how it like sits with me, and then eventually if it really bugged me, like if it's really annoying, then I would just turn it off.
Since this is likely your first time on a deserted island, we're offering guidance and inspiration through the Nook Mileage program.
He's walking around.
For when you're looking to participate in some activities and you're in need of some recommendations.
Little bugger's just walking around with a flag. This is neat. I like this. Missions.
And as you have these experiences, you'll build up miles, like so. The miles you save up can be used to pay off the cost of the getaway package, and they can eventually be exchanged for in-game rewards at the Nook Stop Terminal in Residence Services. Rewards range from in-game Nook Inc. merchandise to helpful items that can enrich your time on the island.
Pretty good tools recipe. Custom design pro editor. There we go. There's an app for it. It's not the other app. There's actually a separate app for pro editing that you can buy with your Nook. Oh, that is amazing! I asked it and I got my answer received. Tool ring, it's essential. Oh, that tool thing that you can use, you can buy as an upgrade. Pocket organization guide. Top 8 pop hairstyles. Top 8 cool hairstyles. Top 8 stylish hairstyles. Nook Miles ticket. This is kind of interesting. I wonder if there's more. I actually hope there's more, 'cause that's kind of cool. That makes the missions a little bit like that makes the missions even more like worthwhile. This, like the friggin' shirt with Nook's friggin' design on it is like, I don't care. I'll just make my own design. But like, or I'll just buy one of the many shirts that are in the game already that don't require me to do a bunch of missions to get. But these special things are actually totally worth doing the missions. Like, that's cool. That's a really good incentive.
To get the most out of every day,
What was remove it? You can register different stuff there too. You have a choice of what you want on that wheel. That's neat.
to get the most out of every day, try collecting miles using the Nook mileage.
Fan yourself.
program. Nook Inc. is here for you, but remember, the island is very much deserted. And so, we'd like to take this opportunity to talk
Excuse
about
me.
some possible hitches
God.
you might encounter and their solutions. This is one nature-rich island. It's
Dangerous creatures. Oh, they're talking about the
possible you
bees.
could encounter dangerous insects such as wasps or scorpions.
Scorpions! I forgot about that.
If you
They
get
did
stuck,
say
you
scorpions.
may end up somewhat irritated. Or worse.
But you can actually knock
Should you
out.
come
That's
across one you
weird.
don't think you can catch, try not to push your luck and consider retreat. Symptoms can be cured with medicine available.
They're so
in
hard to get
visitor
away from
services.
though.
And we recommend keeping some on you, just in case.
You can buy multiple at a time too. That's cool.
Nighttime on the island can get a little dark. You're on your own. And you know
Those lights are not efficient lights. I'm sorry, but like you turn them on, they just glow. They didn't like actually illuminate the area.
know what creatures might be lurking out there.
That's funny though.
Careful when taking a late night stroll. The getaway package promises a little adventure.
Wisp!
So, if you think about it, this is actually a plot. Package promises a little adventure.
Ah! A ghost! He shouts. What the freak? He thinks you're the ghost?
If you think about it, this is actually a plus. Your deserted island is surrounded by the sea, which means you may come across a cast.
All of them are surrounded by sea.
Luckily, rescue is simple. First,
Oh wait,
give 'em a holler to-
technically, there was a part upwards that wasn't water, but this one actually seems like it is totally surrounded by sea because around the point when they started customizing the island, they did get to the back of it and there was more sea, so
Doing okay.
yeah, I guess.
Then keep them company until they wake up.
Just keep bugging him until he wakes up.
Please
Get
give them
up,
all the
get up.
support you can. They're
Whoop,
relying
whoop,
on
get
you
up,
to
get up.
make it home.
Whoop, whoop, get up, get up. This is an alarm. Get up, get up. Whoop, whoop. This is an alarm. Get up, get up.
As a map application, it's theoretically possible you could get lost or find yourself unable to move forward.
Minimap. There's a button for minimap, so yeah, there was a minimap.
In situations like these, it's best not
And that's what the helicopter is. You can teleport to
Instead,
the
simply
places.
use the rescue service.
Oh, it used Nook miles. The miles popped up.
You'll be transported somewhere cozier in no time.
Yeah. It costs Nook miles. I still feel it's kind of cheaty that you can teleport places. Like, it's all about the journey. And your island's not that big. Well, it's pretty big, but like, you know what I mean. It's like, it's not like friggin', it's not like you're on the other side of a Grand Theft Auto map. Like, teleporting for that makes sense, but like this, it's like, it's actually fun to run around. If you're on the other side of the map, just run over to the other side of the map. You'll find things on the way.
Given
Is
the
it really
services
necessary to
we've introduced so
teleport?
far, there should be plenty to enjoy on the island already. But if you want your in-game life to be even more comfortable, we will offer a number of optional extras. Does the environment seem a bit restricted? Do you need a little more space for all your stuff? If you said yes to either of these questions, then we have an option for you. Building a house. The loan has no deadline, no interest, and no assessment. And there's no need to worry about applying.
No interest. That's because he adds the interest into the main price.
For one, you can pay
He's like, I can just skip the interest part and just take the money from them.
it back at your own pace. A house offers so much more space.
Look at that
than the
though.
tank you'll
Oh
start
my
with.
god, it's so
It has its
amazing.
own storage spaces capable of holding any furniture and baggage not
Sorry.
staying.
Just had to.
Storage spaces capable of holding
Whoa, whoa,
any
whoa, whoa,
furniture
whoa! Store items to keep your home nice and tidy.
and baggage you're not
Put in
staying.
storage. Okay, please, please, please tell me. Please tell me. Is there a lot of storage in this game? If not, like if not at start, can you buy more storage slots? Like I need loads of storage. I love to collect things. I'm a hoarder in these types of games. I hoard everything. I need more storage. Like back like Rust. Like I said about Rust, I pretty much like to play Animal Crossing Rust essentially, right? But in Rust, you can make multiple chests so you can hoard as much as you want. Just make a new chest and hoard as much as you want. In Animal Crossing, though, no matter if you bought like a dresser and then like a freaking chest or a refrigerator or any of that stuff, they all had the same storage. You open the refrigerator and you had like freaking clothing in it because I put the clothing in the dresser. It's like I don't. Can you just make it so stored like? If you're gonna if you're gonna have those things again, can you make it so like they have their own separate storage? Like I get it, it'd be kind of annoying like in some senses because it's like it'd be kind of annoying because if you think about it, it'd be like okay, so wait, if I want to trade that dresser out for a different dresser, I'd have to pull all the crap out of it first and then trade it? No. You want to know how they could do it? They could make it so there's different types of storage. There's different storage types. So there'd be the refrigerators, of course, but then there'd be like dresser, big dresser, little dresser, and anything you put in the big dresser, anytime you replace it with another big dresser, that big dresser will have the same storage. Little dresser, every time you replace the little dresser with another little dresser, it would still have the same storage. End table has its own storage. Things like that. Every storage thing would be a different storage type, and when you replace it with another one of its type, it would have the storage that you had last time. And even if you picked it up, your storage won't go anywhere. Your storage is like saved in the cloud. The cloud. It's saved in the cloud. So even if you picked up your dresser and put it in your pocket or threw it into this virtual storage that they're showing right here, the stuff that you left in the dresser would still be there when you set it back down. So it'd be perfectly fine. So if you were just hoarding a bunch of crap, you could throw it all into your dresser. Anything that you're not using at the time, you could throw it into your dresser, then pick up your dresser, throw it into the virtual storage. But I want to see this storage thing. Did they even show this?
That way, everything's nice
Put in
and tidy.
storage. Place it hang on a wall. You can hang your shoes on the wall. That's interesting.
You get to be your very own interior designer, setting up the walls and flooring however you like. Really get the most out of
Whoa!
living there. Setting up the walls and flooring however you like.
You can choose which way your floor will like be designed. Horizontally, vertically.
Really get the most.
That's neat. So it gave like a zigzag to the wood. Oh, that is cool.
We've made it
Again,
easy for you.
minor things. The thing about Animal Crossing is the minor things matter. Like in most games, something like that would just be like, okay, it's cool. Can you get to the point? Like, what? So? I don't play the game for designing crap. But in Animal Crossing, that is literally the game. So stuff like that matters.
For you to change patterns at any time. As you can see here, we do some of the heavy lifting.
Sorry,
Patterns at
I was checking to see if anyone was in the comments on the live stream. Trunk guard off, pocket, finish. I switch from floor to wall. I wonder what that thing is on the D-pad up here. there's that, which I'm assuming could possibly be like ideas. So it gives you like some ideas of what you could put down. Like maybe they'll give you some interior suggestions. This one, is this like storage? Your storage box? So you can open it right there.
Made it easy for you to change
Also, what was that?
instead of living there.
I'm sorry, I'm doing like an in-depth like look at this now. I've already devoted so much time to it. It's been 2 hours, so yeah, might as well. R, select multiple. Oh, it was that thing that they do later on the wall. And then look at, they got like tabs at the top so you can go through them. So you can like look at like everything, but then you can like split it up into groups. That's neat.
Patterns at any time. As you can see here,
Rotate store.
we do some of the heavy lifting, freeing you up to focus on redecorating while viewing the rooms.
I really like this. That is amazing. Normal and none. What is that button? ZL normal. L none. Is that like for taking, oh, taking pictures? Yeah, they're in the picture thing. So you can zoom. R is probably the whistle that makes your character look at you. I just noticed that the character's looking in a different direction. Well, because usually when you're walking around, your characters always has the side glance like this. They're always looking to the side while they're walking. But now now that you can whistle, you can actually make them look in a different direction. It's weird. I've never really seen that before with an Animal Crossing character. They're always looking to the side. Which is weird. I don't know why they didn't just make your character look straight all the time. Maybe they just felt like when you're staring at your character, if they're looking straight, they'd be staring right into your soul. So they're like, no, let's make them look off to the side so they're never technically staring at you.
If you own a house, we can also offer you additional extension and remodeling services.
Look at the rooms. I wonder if there's going to be a basement and upstairs too. But like, yeah, there's doors to the different rooms and they look amazing.
In your situation, we have appropriate plans available, so please don't hesitate to ask us about them. Ask us about them. Appropriate plans available.
But yeah, I forgot to say this back when I thought the rescue thing was Isabel. It's like did they even say anything about Isabel in this? Because I swear she was teased in one of those like teaser trailer things, but they haven't shown what she's gonna be doing on this island. It's same with like what Dan said about Rossetti. Since it's auto saving now, what is gonna happen to Rossetti? And they didn't show it in this. I thought they would. So what's happening to Isabel and Rossetti?
Ask us about them. Your Nook Miles can be exchanged for in-game rewards, including Nook Miles tickets. These can be used to travel to distant islands. The destination of these tours differs each time, and depends on how the pilot
Sorry.
is feeling. They're mystery tours, so to speak.
So this is a randomized island that you can get sent to, and it'll have things on it that you can collect and put on your island. So like the fruit, because usually when you wanted the extra fruit, most of the time you'd have to go to a friend's island that had the fruit and get it from them. But this is an alternative if you're a friendless fool like me.
Mystery
Well, Dan says he's getting the game. He's excited for it too, so I won't be completely friendless fool. I'll have Dan. But that will just be, if he gets the same fruit as me, then that's not going to help. And even if he did get a different fruit, it would only be one type. So,
tours,
still
so
wouldn't
to
help.
speak. These far-off
Well, it'd help, but not as much.
destinations are small deserted islands
But yeah, this is neat. This is like a neat way to like get extra stuff that you want,
trees and
that you'd want on
flowers.
your island.
Of course, you can take many
Whoa, 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 whoa!
islands full of trees and flowers. Of course,
Bet my eyes are working. He's shoveling up the flowers before you just pick them up. So what happens now if you pick them up? If you have to shovel them? I don't remember ever seeing that as a thing. Like, was that a thing in like New Leaf, where you could just shovel up flowers? Like, but I'm pretty sure in New Leaf you could just pick them up. So why would you waste time pulling out a shovel and shoveling them if you could just pick them up naturally? So if he's doing that on this, does that mean you can't pick them up naturally? What happens if you do pick them up naturally then? Can you not like replant them naturally if you pick them up like that? That leads with a lot of questions because I did not. What? He's shoveling them up.
Back home with you, whether it's DIY materials.
Wait, is it like if you pull them like if you just pull them without well, because like if you want to move the tree around now, you shovel it up, right? You have to eat a fruit and then you can shovel up the tree. So, which I'm surprised he chopped this one down. He should have just shoveled it up. I wonder if he could just shovel it up, put it in his inventory, and go back home and then plant it. Instead of waiting for, instead of waiting for fruit trees to grow when you want them, imagine if you could just shovel them up and skip the whole growing process. I wonder if that's a thing, like if you could do that, or if there's or you can't leave with a whole tree in maybe you can't leave the island with a whole tree in your pocket. They'll say, oh, you have a tree in your pocket, you have to set that down to go back home. But yeah, maybe now if you pull a flower, it gives you like resources for DIYs, maybe?
Or creatures. It's a nice change of atmosphere, and you may experience some unexpected encounters.
Hi! What are you doing on the island? Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god! What was that squid? That squid is literally a dumpling! He's like a ball! He's got like the stick coming out and he's got like the sauce coming down his head. Oh my god, that is amazing.
We're certain these tours will prove to be one of our most popular services, leading to many repeat customers.
Free money. Oh my god, there is a spider. And it was chasing. That is gonna give Dan nightmares. It's chasing them.
Why not give it a try?
I wonder if it like poisons you because there were scorpions and bees. So maybe that's like one of the dangerous things that could poison you. Oh my god, that's frightening. But yeah, you can also jump over small ravines. I saw that earlier when they were on the construction app, but I thought it was just for construction purposes. But no, they did it there too. So you can just jump over like small little rivers. So you don't always need the pole vaults. It's just the pole vaults for like getting over larger rivers.
With our package plan, up to 8 people
Can I play ring toss? Why is he just walking around with the flag? What is he doing? He's looking for some buyers. He wants people to come to his store. No one's been coming, so he's like, okay, I'll just go self-advertise.
live on one island.
Come to my store. Come to my store. Oh god. It's like, come to the store. Come to my store.
One optional extra provided only to those islands with multiple residents is called party play.
What was that at the bottom though? So yeah, they're sticking with this one island per switch. That's so stupid.
One optional extra provided only to those
Look at the
islands
football.
with multiple residents is called party play.
I really want to
With
do the
this way
rant.
to play, you can call
Like this just makes me want to do the rant more.
Sing up
Like them explaining this because that's the whole reason to the rant. But we'll wait.
you.
We'll wait till they do the
Residents to enjoy exploring
questionnaire
the
thing.
island together at the same time. Whoever calls the others is the leader, making the others the followers. They can follow the leader around, not
Again, I still feel like they should have done like the Lego tactic, where like if you want to run away from your friends, they'll just automatically go into split screen mode. Uh, so then you can branch away because like this everyone's stuck together. So if you're not in a flow with running with each other, someone might just be left behind, and they'll have to like try and find their way back to the point of view to the screen
Everyone can spend time
if they get lost. It'd be kind of annoying.
As you can see, it's easy to change out the assigned leader. That way,
That was
followers can
cute.
quickly take
Just like,
turns
hey,
doing what they want
hey,
to
who
do,
wants to be it?
even if it's just a little shopping.
Like this. What the frig? Look at this.
Way, followers can quickly take turns doing what they want to do, even if it's just a little shopping.
So everyone else has to sit there and wait. They have to sit there and wait while this guy just freaking buys things. It's like, great. I'll enjoy my time. La 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 la. Like, that's kind of annoying. It like destroys all momentum that other players have. So it's like, again, it's kind of like, should I play local? Like, I feel like a lot of people would be thinking that. It's like, should I play local? It destroys my momentum whenever they're doing something.
Any creatures or other items found by followers will be stored in the
Like, it's a neat
recycle
add-on,
box
but
at
like,
the
the execution, I will just say, is kind of poor.
services building. Please make sure
But
to
Animal Crossing's always been a game, single-player game mainly, so it's fine. It's
stop
fine.
by and pick them up later.
The fact that they added it was good enough as like a clap or a pat on the back
We are
moment.
developing a web service within the Nintendo Switch Online app. For real-world smart devices, it's called Nook Link. As
I
an
have to
example,
wait. I have to download the online app just to use this app. I thought that this app would be separate, so I don't even have to touch that frickin' thing. But now I have to download that app just to use this one.
The service
Ugh.
lets you scan QR code patterns of custom designs.
Is it even worth it?
Cool. You can use
It doesn't
your
look like it.
smartphone's camera function to scan the QR codes of custom
It's not like we
designs
Dan are gonna use a
using
keyboard together. We have
Animal
friggin'
Crossing, New Leaf, Animal
Discord or
Crossing,
Messenger to
and
talk
Zombie
on.
games. And then download them via Nook Link.
Yeah, there's the pro design thing. It's right there. But see, if I would have saw this and didn't notice the last one, I would have thought, okay, so does that mean that means that you'll just have the pro designs on your phone with the normal designs? But no, not right away. You have to buy it, which is interesting.
When connected online, you can talk with owners of Animal Crossing New Horizons and the Nintendo
What is this though? Oh, I see now. I was confused by the picture and the phone. Like, I was like, what's up with the phone and then the thing popping up on this? Like, what is this thing? Is this like just a bonus thing on the phone where you can see a character, an animal character that you sort of like simulate you talking? But no, that is you literally talking in the game. You use your phone to talk in the game. Is there still the keyboard in the game as well? Like, can I just plug in a keyboard onto my onto my dock and use a keyboard in the game? Or do I have to actually add the app just so I can talk in game now? Because that's kind of weird. Like, just so you can talk to people, you have to like look down at your phone, type it down, send it, and then just go back to the game. Like, that's weird.
Switch online
It's a
smartphone app.
it's a neat way to be quicker with it, because typing with like the controller is kind of annoying. But again, usually on systems you could just plug in a keyboard and just type that way. So
Using your smartphone as a keyboard.
no one wants to use their voice chat. Come on.
Nook Link is planned to launch in March of 2020.
They didn't explain anything else, but I don't think anything else was even important. Like Passport, Best Friend, those are in the game.
Will enhance your experience on the island.
It's just another meaningless thing to have on your phone. Oh yeah, that was just part one. I thought I was almost done, but that's just part one. Some more. This has already been two and a half hours. I would say this was me rewatching this though, and taking like 2.5 hours to do this was much better than the Pokemon Direct I did. The first one, where I just sat, because that video was, first off, that video was 7 minutes, and I spent so much time complaining about those 7 minutes. So yeah, this one's much better, like, because this one I'm actually so hyped for. Like the Pokemon one, I just didn't care that much. I was hoping for something to be, I was hoping for it to be grand, something new. I got my hopes up and I was just disappointed. But this, it's like, I just assumed this was going to be another Animal Crossing game. Then when I saw it for the first time, I was like, this looks amazing. Looks like a huge step up from the originals.
With the getaway package, you'll really get that deserted island bang for your buck, especially with only a couple of neighbors for company at the start. But our hope is to eventually invite more residents and develop the island into a bustling community.
Got a little golf thing over there. Oh, I really hope like one day you just come in to this place and you see Tom just playing golf. Like he's just hitting some little golf balls over there, just relaxing.
Residents to come live here. That said, we don't want you to feel like you
I went to go have a drink, but I already drank it all. God damn it.
develop the island into a
I'm
bustling
thirsty,
community.
but I drank it all. For some time now, I've been advertising the Nintendo Getaway Package.
For this reason, we're planning to invite more
And what you know,
residents to come.
out of the blue, we have 3 interested parties.
That said, we don't want you to feel like we're inviting others into your space carelessly. As such,
I gotta give them props for this. They have made some stupid choices with certain options, but they clearly understand that a lot of their fans would hack this game and edit saves because they wanted to make their island look the way they wanted. They didn't want it to be like, oh, what the game gave them. They wanted to choose where they wanted villages to be and stuff. And the people who made this, I was gonna say Nintendo, but it's not. It's a Nintendo in-house thing, but like, they're the people who make this inside Nintendo. The people who make this, notice that after all these years, and they were like, okay, you know what? Let's stop messing around with them. Let's just give them what they want. They want to build their island their way. Let's just give it to them. Let's allow them to choose whatever they want. I'm hoping that when Tom came up to you and that part where he says there's 3 interested parties, I'm hoping that you even get to choose which villagers out of those 3 you want. Like, if you want all of them, you can have all of them, but if you only want, like, one of them, like, if one of them interests you and the other ones were like, meh, I'm hoping that you can actually choose which ones you want. Because there are some people that, like, want particular, like, maybe one animal group, like, maybe someone who wants, like, all cats. And then there's just times where you don't, there's certain animals that you don't like the look of, and it's a bit racist, but you know, there's people that don't like certain looks of certain animals, and they don't want them in their island. So I'm hoping that they allow you to have full control over who you get to add to your island. Because the moment I see June, I'm totally adding her. She's going to be my neighbor.
we don't want you to feel like we're inviting
And I also like this. I like that it just shows an outline of like where the house is going to be and stuff. That is really nice.
As such,
That's
we
just
secured this
ah.
land in advance. And in some
This is the one that Dan likes. The one that looks like Cass.
cases, you may be able to invite some residents yourself.
That is neat. So when you're going on to like adventures in like the ticket
But we
thing,
won't stop
you can go up to like these random villagers and be like, "Hey, you, listen, I want you to come to my island."
there. We're also planning to build additional facilities on the island.
They didn't specifically say you can control where these go though. They said we have plans for additional facilities to be.
We're also planning to but we won't stop there. We're also planning to recreational facilities on the island.
Yeah, that's all they say. They didn't say like. They didn't say that you get to choose where they go or anything. I'm hoping you get to. Like you get full control of everything else, but these things you don't get to control. Like why? If that's the case, I would just be like, why? I was saving that spot for like an animal's house, and now you just put like this freaking store here. Why? Like it'd be so annoying.
Examples include a museum showcasing the rich
I love the museum. Look at this. This looks amazing.
ecosystem on the island.
Oh, that is so cool. I love the look of it. It's like this. Look at this. It looks like an actual museum, unlike the ones in the old games where it was just like it'd have them all in a row, like there, and it looks so plain. This looks like an actual museum. Look at this store. It has like a back. It has a back. Is that a back area or is that just a shelf? I think it's a back area, like that's closed off. That little fence. I'm pointing at it. This little fence right here. I think this is like a back area that they like have their little house in. Oh my god, I love it. They have a little like area with like all like the medicine and flowers inside and carpets. They have a carpet sitting in front of it, so I'm wondering if you walk up to that like shelf. If you walk up to this shelf and you interact with it, and then you can look through like all the carpets and stuff that they might be selling. That'd be interesting.
With ready-made furniture and goods you can't craft yourself. A tailor offering
What is that? That's like a changing room over there? Can you like try out the clothing before you buy it? In that little changing room? Well, I think originally they have like costume sets too that you can buy. That's awesome. But like I think originally what you would just do is walk up to it and just say, "Oh, can I try this on?" and then you get to choose if you buy it. But like they have a changing room now.
fashion items.
That's an interesting touch. Why'd they walk up to the wall? Can you buy stuff off that wall, or is that just a design?
For recreational purposes. You can invite guests for recreation. And a campsite where you can invite guests for recreational purposes.
What does that mean? And a campsite where you can invite guests for recreational purposes. What's that mean? What's that mean? Just to talk to them? Like, what are you gonna get out of that? That's beautiful.
We're hoping to enrich
That's beautiful.
our residents' lives and foster a sophisticated culture on the island by
You can! You can! You can interact with it.
gradually adding shops and facilities. With a little help from some connected island by gradually adding shops and
Curious about what's in the cabinet? Here's what we have today. He has like a tick where he whispers things.
facilities.
Interesting.
With a little help from
I never
some
paid attention to that.
CEO made in the past. Shops and facilities. With a little help from some connections our CEO made in the past.
This is an in-depth way of buying all the clothes. Like, there's more options here. So instead of waiting for like a whole new day just to wait for more options, you can go into there and find even more options of buy. Oh, that's awesome. And you can try it out. And I'm guessing you can buy them in bulk too. You can select which ones you want and then just purchase them all because it tells you the total at the bottom. I wonder.
Connections our CEO made in the past.
Connections. I wonder if like this is just all stuff that you either bought before or that were in the store before, or if these are like special things you can buy. Doesn't matter. It's freaking awesome. Oh, this is just another way to get other people move into your. They'll come to your campsite, and if you like them, you can ask them to move in.
The Resident
That's
Services Center
interesting.
in only only a simple tent now, but we plan to eventually expand this tent into a proper building.
Oh, it's gonna be the town hall
We will also
with the flag.
continue to expand our housing business, which is one of
He's just using your money so he can make his house bigger. Of course. It's like what he did with the shop. It's like, oh, it's kind of curious that your shop just got bigger, Nook. I've been paying you all this money for stuff, and now your shop's bigger. Huh. Coincidence? I think not. I want to expand. I want to customize. I want to relocate. You can move your house! So if you change your mind, you can move your house. I wonder what else you can relocate. If it's just your house or if you can relocate loads of things. Oh my god! The customizability is endless!
the main departments of Nook
Please.
Inc. We can and will offer to expand or remodel your
Why can't you change the bricking of the house? You can only change the roof and the mailbox.
Nook Inc. We can and will offer to us.
Wait.
One of the
No, that's expand. So yeah,
Nook
that's
Inc.
customize.
We can and will offer to expand.
You can even you put curtains up. What's that for? Like to hide it, so then you could like be like on the Wii U when you're at the internet channel. He's like, and you can even switch it night and day, so you can check out the house what it would look like in night.
Or remodel your house while providing moving services for your house or local facilities.
Ah! Ah! Yes, I need to take a picture of this. Send it to Dad. Full customizability. You can even move buildings later if you change your mind on its location. At this point, the only thing they haven't confirmed being customizable is the changing of villager clothing ... You could do such a thing in Pocket Camp, so I'm hoping it's also in this game. I really love this. I love this so much. I love that they are giving you full control of everything. Like, they're like, okay, please, they're like begging you, please stop hacking our game. We will just give you the damn option here. Here, do whatever you want. Just stop hacking our game just so you can customize your island. Just do it yourself, man. Do it yourself. Like, I love that. They made a legitimate way to do all that stuff now. Again, though, the one island thing, we'll get to it in we'll get to that right in a sec. But this causes loads of issues with that that limitation. Gotta say.
Also,
But can I?
expand or remodel your house.
I want to hear what she said.
Moving services for your house or local facilities.
I was talking over her. God damn it.
Or providing moving services for your house or local facilities.
So yeah, your house or local facilities. Also, and this is where she started talking. Isabel, I missed you! I didn't even see you the first watch! I watched this and I did not see you. It's even it's not like the June thing where like June is laying on a bed, an outside bed or whatever the lawn bed, whatever they call it, beach chair. It wasn't like I missed her because like she was lying down. You'd miss her if you weren't looking. But like Isabel, they had her literally the camera focused only on her and I missed it. She has a freaking scotch. She's been stressed from being left to do all the mayor's duties while the mayor was out, so she's got like a freaking scotch there to like drink it down. Oh my god, how did I miss you? My brain is just blowing up right now. I made like a comment of like, where the frig is she? Like, where is she? And it's right there. She's just right there. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm so. Just surprised me. I'm so sorry.
For remodeling,
I just went crazy. I went crazy. So crazy. Good morning, everyone.
for remodeling, we'll lean on staff experienced in providing operational
Please
support.
don't hesitate to let me know if I can help with something. I love how you're not even mayor anymore, but like you just control everything. You are overlord now. You went from mayor to overlord,
That way, we'll
dictator. Oh my god. Let's talk island. What is that word? Is it what I think it is? In some programming languages, eval is a function. Eval is a function which evaluates a string as though it were expression and returns a result. Executes multiple lines of code. Is an eval what I think it is? I don't know that word. I don't remember ever seeing that word in my vocabulary, so I'm kind of confused. It's script. So I think it is what it naturally means script, but like I think I know what it actually means in this game. Oh my god, is it? Is it? Like I'm now just looking up definitions of eval. Evaluation? No, it's evaluation.
offer the utmost in services and advice.
Services and advice. Let's talk island eval, change island tune, change flag, discuss a resident. I'm good for now. Discuss a resident. Is that like telling her I don't like this person, get it out? Like that's funny.
Regarding the overall environment of your island.
Eval is environment. Okay, so I got excited there for no reason.
We're hoping to accept not only new residents, but also any guests who are tentatively paying a visit to the island. First of all, tourists are always
I got excited there for no reason. I'm sorry. I didn't know what eval was, but it's just short form for evaluation. Like I'm so like closed off from the world. I'm so closed off from lingo in general. Whenever someone makes like a new freaking like QuickTime like BRB, it took me a while to learn BRB. Like I don't care for that crap. So I tend to and my brain just didn't know what eval was. I'm like, "Oh, evaluation is a short form." And she's just like abbreviating it. Okay. Sorry.
in these
I really thought it was a new word that I didn't know about from like the next island over. Harvey.
stories. We can show visitors what makes our island so special, while simultaneously learning about customs we aren't familiar with.
This is crazy. We can move it, but do we upgrade it ourselves? I said no, I think they upgrade over time automatically. But at least you can move shops and shit if they are in inconvenient area. They did not show at all a point where you were upgrading someone else's house. So I don't know. I don't think so. What's this? There's like Star Wars picture things now. It wants me to show my face for the Star Wars picture thingy. Oh no. Sorry. I just want to take a picture of this, send it to Dan. Because he didn't see the wand last time. So I'm showing him the wand. I wonder how you get that wand. Kimono.
We're actively accepting only traveling merchants who can offer up items that cannot be crafted on the island.
A little snot drop. But yeah, I don't think you can I swear to God, I'm sure they would have said something about it if it was a thing, right? I feel like they would have said, okay, yeah, you'll be able to upgrade your residents' houses and stuff. Like, I feel like they would have said something like that. Maybe they did and I just missed it. But I swear to God, like, when you moved in, okay, well, if it doesn't freaking show the picture, like, how am I supposed to check? God damn it, this freaking preview thing barely works. Yeah, it just blacks out there. I swear. Okay, here. This is where they moved in the house.
Animal residents to come live here. That said, we don't want you to feel like we're inviting others into your space carelessly. As such, we've secured this land in advance.
No, it just says you secured in advance. It doesn't say anything about crafting and building it up yourself. So I don't think so.
Actively accepting only traveling.
Well, I don't see that making sense, personally. You're not the mayor. I showed Dan the picture, he said that is cool. You're not the mayor anymore. It's your island, and that's, like, you being able to move where people are and stuff sort of makes sense, because it's, like, your island package. You paid for it, so it's like, if these people want to come on to my island, cool. Go wherever you want, but the fact that you have to build up their house doesn't make sense. It's like, I'm not obligated to do your house. You should do your own house. I already have to focus on my house. Why should I have to build your house? And the thing is, you don't even get to build your house, technically. I should have said that to Dan. You don't even get to build your house. Oh, he said upgraded, though. He didn't say build it. He said upgrade it, so I guess he means, like, pay for it. But why? It's like, I don't have to pay for my neighbor's house, so why would I... Like, why would you have to pay to upgrade your villagers' houses? I feel like, I'm assuming they just upgrade by themselves. Because the thing is, you don't even upgrade your own house. You just pay for it, and then Nook will, by the next day, he'll have it upgraded.
Merchants who can offer up items that cannot
Like, it's not like you need to get the resources and then give it to him and then he builds it. That would be interesting, but no, that's not how it works. It's just pay off it and then he'll upgrade it by the next day. So yeah, I don't see that happening for the villagers. I think they just do it themselves. That over time they'll upgrade. They'll probably have like a time limit where it's like for a few days they'll have a tent, and then possibly after you upgrade your house to an actual house. So while you have a tent, as long as you have a tent, they might have a tent, and then as soon as you get as soon as you upgrade to a house, they will possibly upgrade to a house, or over time they'll slowly, randomly, in a random interval, upgrade to a house possibly, and then new villagers that come to your house or come to your town, they will slowly build up to a house too and stuff. Maybe, I don't know, but in the end, I don't think you upgrade it for them. I'm just gonna assume that they do it by themselves, possibly, but I might be wrong. They didn't say though, and I feel like it's a big thing to like say. I feel like it's a huge thing to say. Like, yeah, you have to upgrade your villagers' houses and stuff. Like, I feel like that would be a big thing to tell us. Yeah, I really feel like that'd be a big thing you should tell us, and they didn't, so I'm just gonna assume that you don't.
Be crafted on the island.
Because technically you didn't even do it for the shop, right? You bought stuff from the shop, and then over time the shop would upgrade based off of how much business you gave them. So I just feel like that's probably what's gonna happen for the houses over time as you progress through the game. The villagers' houses will also progress with you. Welcome, chum. Have a look at... No rush, no rush. Oh, he sells bags now, too! Kix! What's your, like, second name or your middle name? Kicksack? Kicksack. Kickbag. Kicksbag. Bag is pick sack. Kind of sounds like another name, I guess, but sorry. Socks.
And eventually, we will host a variety of events for you to take part in, such as
CJ. Knock knock.
and bug offs.
Look at all of them. They're just like
In front of resident services.
Flick.
Through
they're all
Jankbook,
fishing.
we
They're all
plan to introduce
being a part of
special
it.
events with seasonal guests and more. We hope you'll continue to enjoy our services. We're sure you'll agree that starting over on a deserted island is already an attractive proposition. But here at Nook Inc., we really want our residents to create a one-of-a-kind island that they're proud to call their home.
Yeah, there's a ladder.
Develop such a place,
Oh my god, that's amazing. Just pull out a ladder. Just da, 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 da. Okay. But I am curious if you can customize the villagers' houses a bit, or if it's based off of them. Like, is that log house based off of like a certain villager? Like, only that villager has that log house? Because I guess.
creative vision.
But that would. The thing is, I'm just thinking like, what if you're going for a style, and then you have a villager who you think would fit in the style, but then their house doesn't look to the style of what you're making the town to look like? It'd be like, you'd just be like, ah, it throws out the style. Like, it'd be nice if you could like change that bit. But then again, like, you could, for some reason, like, you were only able to change the roof and your mailbox. You weren't able to change like the pick of like, you weren't able to change the style of like what you wanted. Like, if I wanted a log house, what if I want a log house? Yeah, I didn't get that choice though.
We're able to
Maybe
offer
it's
you a
later.
range of additional services.
Maybe it's like after you upgrade your house a little bit more, then you can start picking like
These
more.
include ways to help
parts.
you and your fellow residents get from point
But yeah, they brought those back too. They brought these back, the bridges and stuff, so you can add more bridges and all that.
A to point B.
And more choices too.
And slopes, you'll be able to comfortably walk around the island without relying on hand.
How many can you have? Like, I hate it. Like, I know you have the pole vault, but I hate having to look for a bridge just to get across so you can get to the other side. And pulling up the pole vault every freaking time I want to get across quicker is just gonna be annoying too.
Made tools like vaulting poles and ladders. And once the island is fully decked
There's more
out,
stuff now. So you get more apps over time.
and
There's one for fish and bugs.
once the island
DIY recipes, Nook shopping.
fully decked
So you
out,
have like an on-store shop on your phone. And then there's another page too.
we will provide you with a permit.
A permit. Construction permit.
You can
There's a custom ones, so you can put custom
use it to
floors.
freely pave your own paths.
I love this though.
In addition, we can also provide you with a permit that allows you to undergo major construction on the terrain itself.
That's such a grand moment. Like they
also provide
hit those buttons when they were showing off this part. They're like, we want to ramp it up, so hide the buttons. We'll just show them this part first. And then I do the whole thing. It's like, ah, so nice, yeah, sweet. And then, what about these buttons? It's like, wait, what? Hold the frackin' phone! What? That is crazy. That is so friggin' awesome. And you can even like curve it and stuff.
Infrastructure maintenance and construction permits, you can flex your
Oh my god.
across the island. Make the most
I
of
love it.
to make your island your dream home.
Yeah.
As you've seen today, the Deserted Island Getaway Package offers you a wild new life surrounded by
Sorry, I had to
Deserted Island
shake the thing to wake it up. I want to look at more stuff.
Getaway Package offers you a wild new life surrounded by
That's the one thing I have to
the
nitpick.
Deserted Island
It's such a
Getaway
minor thing,
Package
but like, the fire's not illuminating anything. It's just turning on a fire.
a wild
Nothing's lighting up. What's the, like you said, oh, you have to put lights around
You've
at
seen
nighttime. It's
today,
like,
the Deserted
why
Island
is the light
Getaway
not doing
Package
anything light-like? Like that candle over there, it's still pitch black over there. My tent is giving off more light than these things.
offers you a wild new life surrounded by nature, just as its name suggests.
Oh, we got the slingshot and the balloons.
You can lead a comfortable life in a perfectly
Nice
planned
fountain.
name suggests.
Is that something you actually like set down and put down yourself, or is that something one of those like special build things that they had like in New Leaf?
Or you can lead a comfortable life in a perfectly planned community.
Half a restaurant.
A perfect
Whoa, what's that restaurant? Is that their house? Or is that like a building that you can add? Like, what is this? Like, is this straight up like, oh, you can just make up, you can make up fake buildings now and make it into like a restaurant, essentially? And then, like, that'd be cool, because then, like, villagers can come in and, like, you know, occasionally when you come into this building, there'll be a villager in here and they'll be sitting down and just eating or something like that. Like, or is that just their house? Is that, like, literally they chose to, instead of making their house a house, they decided to turn it into a restaurant? Because that'd be weird. Interesting choice, but it'd be weird. There's a friggin' in the distance, there's a freaking, there's a pole. Like one of those electrical poles. Like, you just turn this into you can straight up turn this into a town. Like my pool. Just have, like, poles going all the way down. Like, it's gonna be interesting to see what people make.
The choice is yours.
Like, what is that? Is that the guy's house, or is that just an extra building? Is this just a house? Like, is this his house and he just decided to make it look like a storage area or like a fish store? That's what it looks like. It looks like a fish store.
Choice is yours.
I love that.
What
And then you can get to the back
life do
now.
you want to live?
Happy birthday!
The Deserted Island Getaway Package presented by
The creativity has gone wild.
On track.
Oh my god. Can I actually add those rocks? Like with the lights on? Can I add those
Launch
special
the
rocks?
rocket of 2020.
Like, can I build that rock too?
We're looking forward to meeting you all on the island.
Three hours now. It's so stressful how exciting this is. So some people are just gonna be like, oh god, he spent 3 hours just talking about this game. Like, this game is not even a game. It's just like a life sim. That's not even a really good life sim. Or like, if people, there might be people like that. But like, To me, this is amazing. I love this. I can play like tedious things like this and just get so distracted by it. I love it. I don't know. I'm just that type of person. Can I play the game together with family on a single Switch? Yes, they've already. Like, why is that even a question? They've already confirmed that.
The game together with my family on a single Nintendo Switch system. With one Nintendo Switch system in the game, up to 8 people.
But yeah, I might totally just be like, I might just build an island that looks beautiful. Have my characters sit down, turn off the music if that's possible, and just let the waves and stuff make noise as like I'm just sitting there like that'd be calming and nice.
And your family can
I love things like that where you can just listen to like the environment and just be like Minecraft with shaders. Minecraft with shaders. First off, it looks beautiful, but some shaders actually add extra sounds like at nighttime crickets and things, and just sitting there like attending to your crops and listening to that is just so beautiful. It's so nice. By attending to your crops, I mean like adding mods and then doing more to like watering your crops and stuff with the watering can. Not like doing the vanilla Minecraft crops because that's just so limited that there's nothing to do there. You plant them and then you leave and wait till they grow. Come back. If you have bone meal, then you can make it go quicker, but like otherwise there's nothing. But yeah, no, I think no one's asking this question. No one's really asking this question. I think they chose to use this question to say, to pretty much passive aggressively say, yes, you only have one island per Switch. That is our choice. It is staying. That's them saying this pretty much because that's just listen to them.
Nintendo Switch system. With one Nintendo Switch system in the game, up to 8 people in your family can live on one shared island.
Up to 8 people in your family can play on one shared island. Share one island with a whole family. That has nothing to do with what the question was.
The maximum number of residents for an island is 8. Each user can register one resident.
Yeah, they're explaining a lot, but none of this has anything to do with the multiplayer thing.
Each user can register.
Well, sorta. It's minor details, but like, it's minor details that are ramping up to the thing. But it feels like this is them just saying, you can stop asking. Yes, one island. We're not changing it. This is them like passive aggressively saying, yeah, one island. We're not changing it, and that's kind of annoying. This is cool though. I like this. I like that. Before playing. I don't like that. I do not like though. One thing I don't like right now on this screen is the hair colors. They're just basic hair colors. Why can't I have like outrageous ones like red? Just straight up red. Like a bright red hair color. Why can't I just have outrageous hair colors? Why is it only like these basic ones? Maybe you can. I swear to God, like I saw. Yeah, this girl right here. This little preview. Can you see the preview? Yeah. This girl right there with the leaf umbrella. She has pink. I don't see pink here, so yeah. Okay, I'll shut up now. I'll just take back what I said because yeah, it seems like you can have custom hair colors later. Well, because even this, like look at all the hairs. There's not a lot of hair options. But later on the salon comes in and you can ask for different hair styles. So yeah, I guess they could also do the hair colors there.
And each resident can of course build their own house.
Yeah, which takes up storage on your island. I wanted to put something there, but nope. I'm going to have to put a house there. See, in the original Animal Crossing, first off, I want to know, can I go in someone else's house and just like move their shit around? I'll have to bleep that, but can I just move their crap around? Am I allowed to do that? Because I was thinking like, okay, in the original Animal Crossing, sometimes on my save, I would make other accounts just so I could have other houses and I could customize the houses to be something else. Like, I won't use it as a house. I'll customize it to be. I'll customize it to be a restaurant or something like that. So like what the girl was doing at that one point, or the guy with the fish store, like that is a way you could use like these extra accounts. You could turn them into like just an extra building, but it would be kind of annoying if you had to load up that character to customize that house if you wanted to do that. Like if you were someone who just had a one switch by yourself, you could do that idea, but like it'd be annoying if you had to keep loading up that character or bringing that character into local just so you could move their house around and customize their house. That would be annoying. But at the same time, it would make sense because if they did allow that, then and you shared with a sibling could go into your house on their account and just mess with your stuff and steal your stuff, and that would not be acceptable. Maybe they could add it as an option, like, oh, yes, I want to allow my family to customize my house a bit. In case, like, you have a Wii by yourself, or Switch. But yeah, this kind of sucks because it's like, oh, great. So they're going to be taking out, like, if you have to share with a sibling, they're going to be taking up, like, an area to themselves, and it's like, oh, I wanted to use that area for something, but nope. Or they might have a different style and it doesn't match your style, and they use different pathing, it doesn't match your pathing, and it just... But yeah, I think that's where I was gonna rant. I already started it anyway, so let's do it. The problem is, okay, so sharing, again, if you have a sibling, you might share the system with them, and they can just straight up destroy everything. They could move your villagers around, move your stores around, destroy land. What if, possibly, I have my house, and I shared my system with a younger sibling, and they made a moat around my house. Just made a straight up moat around my house, enclosed my house around a moat. And then made like fencing around the moat, and made me like I was an animal in an exhibit or something like that. What if they did something like that? This is just gonna cause fights. Loads of fights between siblings who have to share systems. It's a stupid idea that Nintendo made this, and it even bugs me because, like, I don't share my system. It's my system. It's my single system. I don't share it. So it doesn't really affect me per se. And Dan even said it doesn't really affect him. But he would have liked to have the option. I do plan on doing videos on this though, and I was gonna do a series on this where like I'll have my personal one, but then I was gonna do a series with Sage where me and her played together, because Sage loves Pocket Camp. Me and her play it all the time together, and I was gonna make a series where we play this together, and now I'm gonna have to be kind of I guess the word would be anal. I'm gonna have to be anal about my personal stuff. Like when I wanted to be able to have an island where I could just let her run wild. We'll work together. We'll make it look nice. I'll let her do whatever the hell she wants, but I'll make sure I'll be there to like make sure it looks nice on the side. But yeah, she'd be creative, she'd go wild. But now I have to like if I want a certain style for my personal island, I have to make sure that style is followed for the recorded island. Because the recorded island is my personal island. And it just ruins the experience for me now. Like, I'm just gonna have to, like, and it just kind of bugs me. Like, that is such a stupid thing. Like, I get that it doesn't affect everyone. But everyone should be complaining about this. I know that it might not affect you, but, like, it's such a stupid option. Like, the takeaway, it's a thing that you're essentially just taking away the option out of people's hands. So people that did want it, even if they had to share their Switch or not, doesn't matter. They can't have it now because you just say, "Oh no, we do whatever we want because it's our game." It's like, yeah, it's your game, but you're making these games to get us to buy it. You're trying to convince us to buy it. We're the consumers. You're trying to convince us to buy it, and you choosing to be stubborn about such a stupid option doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Like, the backup saves... Okay, so I made this statement to Dan. The backup saves makes... Okay, actually, I'm just going to read it. I'm just going to read my statement to Dan, because we were talking about this before the direct started. About, like, the choices they made. Here we go. I'm excited. Okay, so I said I'm excited for AC, but I'm also still a bit shifted about the fact they made it one island per Switch. I wanted to make a personal island and then a separate island with Sage. Dan said, well, that kind of is crap. And then I said, then I explained to him, oh, he said that is crap, but you could just save it on the SD card. Then I explained to him, you can't have saves on the SD for Switch. That's why they have the backup feature for people paying for online. Largest problem with that feature is not all games are using it to avoid cheating on competitive games like Splatoon 2. Well, guess what? AC doesn't allow it either. The sad thing is, this isn't all that surprising. City Folk for Wii wouldn't allow you to back up your save onto your SD card, which is true. That's why people would hack. So yeah, leave out. Go ahead, Nintendo, leave out that feature. You're just inciting people to hack more. So good job. Even though most games did. So you were forced to hack it onto one if you wanted to get a new Wii or just keep your save safe. And doing so would indeed save your game, but it would also F it up in a way that would make you unable to play online with friends anymore. Like, it could F it up. It could also corrupt it or mess it up in other ways, but that was a thing that possibly happened. Dan said, well, what are you going to do about it? Also, like, okay, so you asked that, and then you said, also, I am not affected by this, but it still annoys me to no end, because I could have had a second island. Then I say, there are such annoying things to exclude. And it's even more annoying when people shrug it off like it's not actually a big deal. Because people are. People are literally shrugging it off. I can understand the island thing, the one island thing. But we'll continue. The backup thing is the biggest deal, since many are going to spend over hundreds of hours building their town, and would be quite upset to lose that town they threw their heart into just because their Switch got broken or stolen. I love how I'm having so much trouble reading my own comment. Well, because I'm trying to like abridge it for some reason. My brain just wants to abridge it. To take that away just because you fear people are going to use it to cheat is just plain stupid. It's not a competitive game, I shout. I use an exclamation mark. But here, okay, so also that if that is such a big fear for them, they might not be fearing people using it for duping normal stuff. Instead, they're more likely fearing people duping microtransaction stuff. And if so, that's worrisome. It is. It's worrisome. If they're so worried about people cheating, most likely it's because they're worried that people will dupe like microtransaction items and give it to their friends. I don't want microtransaction items. I understand DLC, but I don't want microtransaction items. Please don't do this. Excuse me. Like, I'm sure that the thing is, you can say, okay, I understand, like they don't want people duping stuff, but what? Again, I understand. Again, if they want to dupe normal things like in the game that you can easily obtain playing the game, if they want to cheat, by all means, let them. They're gonna do it anyways. Even if you stop them, they'll just hack the game, and they'll do it that way. So stopping them from doing it with the backups is stupid. So just give up and let them have it. But if it's because of DLC, I'm pretty sure other companies have cloud saving. And I'm pretty sure like Xbox does it for free and stuff, which is just something I need to point out. But other systems have cloud saving, and they don't have this problem of people hacking and stuff with the cloud saves. Well, that I know of. They find ways around it, like to stop it from happening. So if you're worried about DLC, I would think maybe possibly, if I have the DLC, make it so I can't give it to a friend. Just do that. Like, if my friend doesn't have the DLC, if they leave my island one of the DLC items, it will say, oh, sorry, you have to get that item back or something because you don't own the DLC, so you can't have this item. Which would be a weird constriction and annoying one, but like, if that's really what you're worried about, like people duping that and giving it to their friends, then just make it so people without the DLC can't have it. Can't have the items without the DLC. Be strict like that. People whine and go on about that, but like, hey, you gotta make. I get it. You gotta make money off the game somehow. You gotta make money off the DLC. And if you, another thing is like, how is the DLC even gonna work? Like, if I buy the DLC, am I gonna be able to craft those items that I in the DLC, or am I just gonna get them in my pocket? Like, you'll just give them to me for free after I, well, not for free, after I buy it, because I'd rather prefer to like build it in the game. And if I can build it in the game, that means I can build multiples, which means I could just give it to my friends. And again, you might as well be worried then, because I'm essentially duping it, but I'm duping it for resource. I'm using resources to dupe it. So I would say if you're really worried about people not buying the DLC and because you're giving it to them, then just make it so they can't have it unless they have the DLC. I know some people will complain about that, but it's a better alternative than completely stopping backups. And they said that they're thinking of a way to fix it, but you're making it more complicated than it needs to be. Next, I said, I also agree that the island thing won't affect everyone, but it's still really dumb to take away that option from people. Not to mention that some kids are forced to share their systems with siblings. Just thinking of those who have to share, well, that is sure to start fights in the household. There's not much I'll be able to do about sharing my personal island with Sage. I wanted to record it with her without having to feel like I needed to control what she does so that she didn't make a mess of my stuff. But now I'm going to have to be a bit anal about my personal stuff when playing with her, and that thought just makes me feel a little crappy. And it's true. It's true. It's just sad.
Build their own house.
Such a dumb thing.
Does the game support amiibo?
Then here's this crap.
Yes. The game supports amiibo figures and amiibo cards from the Animal Crossing series.
Please tell me that it's just bonus crap.
You can also invite these familiar faces to Photopia, an island that exists someplace out there where you can place models. You can also
Is this Harvey's place?
invite these familiar faces to Photopia.
They're customizing the Phototopia. So does that mean, was that like restaurant that the person had? Did they just turn their Phototopia into a restaurant and use it as a restaurant? So because you could just customize these and not use them for photos. You could use them for just for fun, interesting, extra
An
things.
island that exists someplace out there where you can place models and creative photo shoots.
But yeah, they are dressing up the animals here. But again, they're just saying that it's a photo shoot.
Where you can place
They're just saying that this is a photo shoot. And again, I'm assuming with the
your faces to
this is about amiibo, so I'm assuming that you can't just
Photopia, an island that exists.
you can't just pop them in. You have to probably set the amiibo card or amiibo toy down to get them into this area so you can take a picture with them, which is such a minor thing that I guess. Like, it does exclude you from doing such a thing with, like, characters you like unless you buy the freaking card, which is annoying, but, like, it doesn't really affect your game too much, so I understand it.
Someplace out there where you can place models.
And it's fine. But they are customizing the character here. Part of me thinking it's just for the Phototopia, but I'm hoping to God that this actually translates outside of the photo thing.
Photo shoots.
Like, I'd like to be able to customize my characters, my villagers.
We plan to support additional characters in the future. have any more information about visiting friends? While visiting other islands online, you can communicate
All my friends invite via dodo code.
with friends
That's so
and
good.
others not registered as friends using temporary passwords. These
Oh, that's
features
cool. It's like, hey, are you a streamer? You want to invite your viewers? Here you go. Make a code.
parental controls. In order to protect the environment of your island, some tools like axes and shovels are forbidden in visits with friends. However, friends who are registered as best friends can use these tools. It's no problem. Please use this feature when interacting with your closest friends.
That's cool.
What if I lose my save data?
And here's where they go on about like, oh, we're not doing this, but we'll find some alternative. Making it complicated than it needs to be.
We're planning to offer a service for recovering backed up save data from the server. However,
Online members can only have save data recovered one time due to loss and damage. That is so dumb! What do you break your second Switch?
we're planning to offer a service
They're paying for your damn service. Give them what they want.
for recovering backed up save data from the server.
I'm sorry, it's just... I'm actually quite tired at this point and hungry. I'm getting hunger pains. And I'm just so pissed off with this service.
Certain circumstances, such as console damage or loss. Will there be a special theme system to go along with the game? Yes. A special edition Animal Crossing theme system will be released on March 13th, a week before the game launches. A separate matching carrying case will be available the same day. Nook Inc. supervised the console design for playing pleasure.
I ain't rich. I can't afford that.
Will there be any free updates after launch?
They already said yes. Who would be asking that? Especially, and why would you even be answering it after you already stated that there would be? Like, that's such a dumb thing to do.
We will offer free updates
I
after
feel like these are just questions you're assuming people are asking.
the game launches, and will continue to provide free seasonal events throughout the year.
And even if they were asking about these questions, again, you already answered them during the direct. So why answer them again?
The first free update will be on launch day, March 20th. By installing this update, you can celebrate Bunny Day with a special event in April.
Why wasn't it just in the
Also,
game?
We're planning to roll out a special offer for both Animal Crossing Pocket Camp and Animal Crossing New Horizons. Special offer for both Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
Wait,
Also, we're planning to roll out a special offer for both Animal Crossing Pocket Camp and Animal Crossing New Horizons.
so wait. Oh, you can get these things in Pocket Camp. Those things, you can get those things in Pocket Camp. I was like, wait, what do you mean by Pocket Camp and New Horizons? I thought you were adding things from Pocket Camp to New Horizons, but no, it's both.
Special offer for both Animal Crossing.
Oh, but like, look at that. You got the fortune cookie thing there. You got the sign for the campsite. You got little models, a bike, the sparrow thing. You got friggin' the... I wonder if, like, you can actually use the slot machine. Like, if you can actually just, like, play it. Like, you might not get it. You won't get anything out of it. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't do that. But, like, I wonder if you could just, like, legitimately play it where you can actually try and, like, get the slots, or if it just automatically plays. I'd like if I could play it. That'd be fun. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy a little game of that. Be fun to have that little mechanic in there. Are those little sparrow guys, or whatever they're called, the bird guys that do your car in Pocket Camp, are they going to be in this game? That'd be fun. I like those guys.
Pocket Camp and Animal Crossing New Horizons, through which players can receive
That's-
special items in each.
That's neat.
Details will be announced at a later date from the official Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Twitter account, so stay tuned.
I'm ready for this game. Even with my moral qualms, they're like things that, okay, so they're things that will affect you if it ever happens, if it ever comes down to like your If you ever lose your Switch, if it gets stolen or broken, then yeah, these things, the backup thing will affect you a lot. But like, otherwise, if you're really careful with what you do with your Switch and stuff, like how I am very, very careful with how I take it. Like, yeah, these things can happen regardless. Like, if your house catches on fire and you don't save your Switch, there goes your Animal Crossing. It's like, yeah, you're standing outside, your house is burning down, you're losing a home, and it's like, no, my Animal Crossing, no, my island, June. Oh my God, but like, yeah, you can't really plan for these things, but at the same time, as long as you're careful, you should be fine. And the one island thing, I'm gonna be pissed about it, no matter what. I'm gonna be upset that I can't. I'm forced to share my personal island with my recording island. I'm gonna still be annoyed by that, but I'll find ways around it, I guess. So yeah, they're minor things, and they're minor things. They don't change the game. The fact that the game is so exciting, and I really want to play it. Like, I really want it. I'm never going to shut up about them, though. Like, I'm never going to be like, oh yeah, this is a pass. I'll completely, just because the game is really good, I'm gonna completely pass on these options. I'm just gonna give them a pass. Like, no, no, you still screwed up. You still screwed up. It's like, I hate when, like, the fans. Hi, Isabel. I hate when the fanboys or fangirls, like, for anything, I'll constantly just like let it slide, let a problem slide. Like, oh, who cares? Who cares? It's still a really awesome thing, still an awesome system, still awesome game. Who cares? It's like, you should. It should. The thing is, the people who are complaining, you will sit there and say they're not big fans or something. It's like, no, they're not so biased. If you're gonna sit here and defend it because you're such a big fanboy or fangirl, that means this affects you a lot because you're a fan. You're totally going to be playing the game, you're totally going to be spending hours on it, and you're most likely going to lose all those hours if you ever break your Switch or get it stolen or something. So yeah, it affects you a lot. And that's it. It's just gonna be that for like the rest. But yeah, 30K likes. That was when I clicked on it initially. Or let's refresh it now. Oh, it's gone. 34K likes. It's really amazing. I like it. I love the game. I can't wait to play it. I've been so excited for this since it's been announced. And I was really, when I first got announced, I was kind of like skeptic because like the little cutscene they showed Tom Nook sitting at the table, it looked nice, but at the same time he was moving weird and stuff. I was like, please tell me that this is just a little freaking thing that you quickly threw together. This doesn't display the capabilities of your designing and programming skills. This is just something you quickly threw together, right? And it was just a thing that they quickly threw together to say, hey, guess what? We're back. Because I knew it wasn't game footage, but like at the same time, it's like the way he was moving stuff, it just didn't seem like they were ready to like program the game. It seemed, it's like, oh, it doesn't feel natural or anything. What the frig? What's going on? It's like, oh, no. It was just clearly they quickly threw that thing together. They didn't really spend enough time making it because it was just there to announce the game. So they were like, who cares? Let's just throw it together quickly. I can't wait. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was 3 hours. It was 3.5 hours. I hope you enjoyed this in-depth look into it. I'm sorry that if you felt like you had to watch all the way to the end just to see all my real reactions, I'm sorry. The first reactions were real. It was just I just missed a lot. So I'm sorry for that. I'll remember not to do this next time. Next time I do a reaction video, I'll make sure to not get distracted by things on the side. The problem is like when I live streamed this, and if I actually had viewers and I wasn't a lonely fool, I would have been constantly looking over to see what the viewers had to say. So that is kind of a problem. That's the problem with like these live stream directs. Like I want to just watch like the recorded stuff because getting up early in the morning to watch this is really annoying. Today it wasn't that bad, but I am kind of tired now. I only got like 3 hours of sleep. I was up late doing stuff. So yeah. These live directs, I prefer just to watch them recorded because then I could just go through it, pause it. Like I can do that with the live thing, but it just doesn't feel natural to do that for a live thing. But like at the same time, I'm just always worried that I'm going to get loads of spoilers for these things, especially for Nintendo things. Like I hardly ever get spoilers for like Sony and stuff. I still follow Sony, but like even though I don't have it, but Nintendo, I'm always getting spoilers because there's so many like Nintendo YouTubers I follow and stuff, and it's just instantly they always want to be like, get that news up, get that news up, get that video up, start talking about it, and right in the thumbnail, let's show literally every friggin' thing that was revealed in the thumbnail. It's like, why? You can make your thumbnail exciting without revealing things, right? Like you could just show a pixelated thing. Like for this instance, you could just show pixelated Isabelle. It's like we knew Isabelle was gonna be in the game, but you could just show pixelated Isabelle. Like, oh, it's a surprise. You need to watch the video to see what it is. It's like, yeah, you can do that. You don't need to show like massive spoilers in your thumbnail moments after the thing was shown, because not everyone is right. Not everyone can watch things like the moment it gets released. Sometimes they have to wait till they get home from work or school, and you're just kind of like spoiling it for them. But I get it. It's the internet. Everyone can do whatever the hell they want. Even if they want to like hack a game and data mine it so they can find all the things before the game is even before it's the developer even shows it. Those are the worst. Anyways, I am so hyped for this. You can jump the river. Shut up and take my money. Should have really called the phone Nuka. Nuka? Nukia? What is that joke? It didn't get me. I don't get the reference. I don't get the pun or the reference or whatever. I don't get it. So, didn't get me. Can choose where they live. We can choose where they live. That means they won't be upsetting the authentic words anymore. Thank the Lord. Sees player runs. Why are you running? Why are you running? I'm literally telling my brother all the features and he does not care at all. He is uncultured. Uses Rossetti Rescue Service as a quick way to get back to the house. Rossetti, what do you mean you are lost again? This is a small island. You're no more than 30 seconds away from your house. Proceeds to rant for another 10 minutes of button spamming. Was that Rossetti? Oh, finally, it's actually showing like all this crap. The previews. I'm sorry, but like comments are like, I'm sorry, I'm still doing this, but the comments actually helped me.
Rescue service. You'll be transported.
A bit of me was like, okay, how do you know this is Rossetti? But there is music, and some of the animals do have like custom music, so maybe they know that it's Rossetti because of that's his music. I don't know. I never paid attention. I'm one of those people that just constantly spams the button to escape it.
Ported somewhere cozier in no time.
It could possibly be Rossetti. Like he did do the shout at the end. Rangers go! And that music does sound familiar. I don't know. It is! It totally is. The fans, people that totally know this stuff are saying it is, so. Rossetti. How do you spell his name? I spelled it right. Rossetti seems to be the recovery system or recovery operator. How do you spell operator? Freaking don't know how to spell anything. Operator. Judging by fans pointing out that its theme is his theme. I said judge by, not judging by. Judge by the fans. Whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry I got distracted. I love reading the comments every so often. At least the top ones, because sometimes they make funny little quibs and stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did watch all the way through, I thank you for watching a 3-hour video. I would say this one was much better than some of my other long reaction videos because I actually did go in depth. Since my first initial reactions were kind of missed, I missed a lot of things. Doing another one, doing a nice like clean scope through it, getting my fine cone and going through it, allowed me to see a lot of things that I missed and would have missed even if I was paying attention. I would not have seen June. I would have been so distracted by like the character in the middle and all the things on the side, but I would have not seen June. She was just laying down. I would have not seen her if I was paying attention. Yeah, I might have actually paid attention to that scene and just not saw her to begin with. I would have not seen her though. And the fact that I paused and actually looked at all this stuff, I saw her and it just So yeah, it's nice to have those moments where you just sit down and look through it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, just tell me. Show this episode some love and tell me in the comments like, oh yeah, I actually don't mind when you go through the thing with a fine comb and look at everything. I actually appreciate that you take the time to like analyze things and not just be ignorant about everything. I'm still gonna be ignorant about some things, but like at least some questions that I might have had that they did explain. There was many moments where I was like, is this or is this that? They did pretty much explain it. They did say right there and then, like, yeah, you can do this, and I wasn't paying attention. So it's good that I did it. But yeah, see you. Bye. Bye. Bye.